always dreamt of finding love in strange places. That spark I always saw in the dramas I watched. I want to feel that too. Is it possible I could feel that with you? First Date Chronicles.
Wah! Wah! Ryaho, everyone! Ryaho! You can speak now.
1 second. Let me pause my Linus Tech Tips video.
I'm sorry, what? What? You just were watching videos?
Linus Tech Tips. It was reviewing a GPU.
You're just watching We're on a date, Tier Noir. You're watching computer videos on our date?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, is that not what you're supposed to do? Do you like GPUs?
GPU? I don't actually know anything about GPUs. I need a big, strong man to teach me about GPUs.
All right, 1 second. Let me reach around you. This is how you install a GPU.
Shut up! Everyone,
just have to click this switch, slide it in.
Oh. Click. Okay, this sucks. This bit sucks. Hey, do you want to introduce yourself? I hate you so bad. Can you fucking introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? My name is Noir, silver-haired wolf from meme. What's it called? I'm from Ireland. I stream from a car, and I occasionally bite. I also make smut.
Do you? Where?
Yeah, it's like my thing. What the hell?
Wait, is it? I've never. Wait, did you? Sorry, did you say that you make smut?
Yes, SMUYT.
What? That's not how it's spelled.
Look, all I'm saying is it's over on Magic Wave, and if you want to see it,
what is Magic Wave?
See now, this feels like a really elaborate plug. Like this is not sponsored, chat.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's where people post smut. Like legit, it is the smut place.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you like write fanfic or something.
No, I record it.
Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah. My most popular one was a it was a That's Not My Neighbor fanfic that involved me not being someone's neighbor. And it was very hot. I actually, fun fact, have you ever recorded smut, Rio? I feel like you're the kind of person that records smut. Do you ever get that where if when you're grunting for too long and you're on like a third take?
I'm not a grunter, so I don't.
Sorry, when you're whimpering like a little, like a caged animal. Too much. Okay, continue, but fuck you. Like, basically, I accidentally forced myself to hyperventilate. And I got really nauseous.
Attack?
No, because like I was basically, because I was inhaling, exhaling too much, nothing was actually reaching my lungs. So I low-key like got nauseous and like really dizzy because my brain wasn't getting enough oxygen, and I had to lie down for 20 minutes.
That's crazy. So you're not quite a professional. You're still a what is it?
They said that. Well, here's the thing though. They said it made it way hotter, knowing that I literally risked my life to grunt.
That's crazy. I can see the vision though. Anyways, this is off topic. Thank you so much, Tier, for coming. The very first episode of my brand new interview show, First Date Chronicles, where everyone that I interview is in a competition, whether you know it or not, to become my ship for the summer, my official ship for the summer. I don't know if you knew. Did I tell you that? Probably not.
No, No, but based on that, I'm actually here to come in second place and then steal the person that comes in first place.
Oh, what
as
the
just
hell?
a power move.
What the hell? No, then I'm not involved at all. Then I don't get anything. I don't win anything.
Yeah, you do. I have a seat prepared for you right here.
Oh. Well, I guess we gotta end stream now. We've been packing up already. We already figured it out.
No, I need to know where I stand, right? Because
Okay,
this is like, if someone isn't like, here's the thing, Rio. I'm like, I'm a bit of a like both. You know, like I'm a bit of a Nintendo Switch, if you get what I mean. So if a person has to actually prove that they can come like above me in the ranking. You're more of a Nintendo Switch too.
No. But are you the first one or are you the second one? Are you the new one or are you like old used news? Are you like the rich and expensive one that like nobody can get? You know?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I am like free game, especially like you can probably pirate me.
Can buy on like Mercari pretty easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy like a fake one on like Temu.
Well, the fake one just isn't me.
Oh.
The fake one is that other guy. What's his name? Like Cat Noir. He's like the fake me.
Shut the fuck up. He's like 2 years old. You fucking idiot. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here, chat.
At the end, at the end of the series, we will all be voting on who you guys think is the most compatible with Riyo. Yay! And the person that wins gets a special date illustration on their dream date. Yes. With me though, I'm forcing myself into the photo. So it's us together. We get yaoi art together. Well, maybe not you. Maybe not even me if I'm being kicked out of like the first place, you know? Why the fuck are you in chat? Why the fuck are you in chat right now?
Alright, my bad. You caught me texting my ex.
Why am I your fucking ex? What the hell? This sucks.
No. I'm on the date with you. And come on, you gotta get with a bit. I'm on the date with you, and I'm still texting my ex. It's meant to be like an obvious red flag.
Oh, this sucks so bad. This sucks so bad. This date sucks so bad. I would have rather been stood up. Fuck. Okay, we have 4 segments that I would like to go over with you. Our first segment is going to be a would you rather round, where we talk about things that you would rather, and we will discuss these things. Right. Second one, I'm not gonna tell you because it's a game, and that's a secret for everyone involved. Because I want you to think on your toes, because that's very important. That's what I look for in a man with feet. What the fuck?
I'm sorry to tell you this, Rio.
You have talons.
You're bro, but like, I don't think I'm gonna be the one on his toes.
Oh.
I don't know if I misunderstood the question.
No.
But...
I hate this guy. Our third section is gonna be audience question and answers. I picked 5 questions that people submitted for Riyo and for Tier to answer collectively as a unit. And then we also have a round of red flag, green flag, where you tell me if one of the things that I say is a red flag for you or a green flag for you, and I need you to explain why. That is our roundabout. Are you ready to begin our date Tier Noir?
You said roundabout, so now I have to resist the urge to do that whole JoJo thing. But yes, I'm ready.
He's in a JoJo phase, you guys. He's been prepping and ready for today. He said, ooh, a yaoi date? Let me watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. That's why he's watching it, by the way. No other
honestly,
reasons. Stop.
JoJo's fan service is for the boys, and we all know it.
I mean, yeah, well, sure. I'll give that to you. Okay, Tier, we have our first. Okay. What the hell? We're beginning. Would you rather? Are you locked in? Is your brain ready for like controversial opinions?
Oh great, yeah. I was just watching the news. I'm ready.
Shut the fuck. Well, they're not that controversial, I don't think. Okay, our first question is: would you rather receive from someone a good night text or a good morning text?
Oh. You know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say good night text.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to know why?
I do want to know why. That's exactly why we're here.
I'm not a morning person. I'm a nighttime person. So if it's a good
Oh.
night text, then I know for a fact that I'm there to respond to them.
Oh.
If they send me good morning, I might not be there to respond to them when they're awake. And I think they need to know that I see it, because that's one thing is like if someone's taken the time out to do something like that, they need to know that I appreciate them. It's like a part of the whole reward system. You know, I give them my attention.
The reward system. The reward system. It's like a puppy training system.
Exactly. Like
I
if you ain't there to give them the
see.
treat, they aren't gonna learn the trick.
They're not gonna continuously do that, and then the distance
Exactly.
will form. I see. Fast to respond. Interesting. Do you prefer it whenever people are also fast to respond to you? Or do you not care?
Oh, I couldn't care less. I'm doing other things.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Well then.
I
next...
appreciate it if it's in a work thing or it's for a collab or a cover.
Oh.
But if it's just like the average person, let's say off stream, let's say let's say nothing to do with VTubing, then yes, then no, I couldn't care less.
Wow. He's so work oriented. Okay. I guess our next question then has nothing to do with this last one that I asked you. Would you rather love me if I were a worm or if I were a pill bug?
A worm or if you're a pillar. Here's the thing, Riyo. Like,
Yeah.
let's face it. Come here. If
Yeah.
you're under my care, whether you're a worm or a pill bug, and I know I'm gonna have to choose one.
Yeah,
I
you
would
have to choose one.
definitely rather choose. I would rather choose a worm. And now you might judge me on this, or you might really like it. But realistically, it's easier to contain a worm. Pill bugs are actually very fast if you let them. If they uncoil or roll away. Worms are just easier to contain. Just don't let them out in the soil, or at least monitor
So
them.
you're interested in containing people?
Yeah, no, I think you have to be. I think it's very important, because if it's easy, if it's too easy,
Uh-huh.
for them to just run out.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, actually, you're right. Never mind. I'm changing my answer. Pill bug, because
Yeah.
pill bug is easier to escape. So I'd rather the pill bug
So you
know that it shouldn't escape.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that you like the chase then. You're into the chase.
No, I like breaking. Sorry, wait. Is that too far? I need to stop myself. What is the limit? What is the limit?
What do you mean, what's the limit? What were you gonna say?
I like it when they're too broken to initiate the chase. I like a strong person that is no longer strong by the end of the time.
Oh.
But yeah. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay, that does make sense. I like that too.
Like Master, can I go outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you are. It's okay.
A worm.
That's it. Shut the fuck up. No, I like pill bugs too, but I never thought that deeply about it. I like that you thought
Look,
deeply.
you asked
about
me a
it.
question.
Like, well, I just gotta assume that you're just gonna like fuck it, we ball, and just be like, oh no, I prefer worm because they're like slimy or something. I don't know. I appreciate the thought.
I mean, whatever you're into, I know what you are.
What? Shut the fuck up! You can't throw a I know what you are right back at me after I already told you I know what you are. It doesn't
Hey,
work
look,
like that.
I don't think anyone in chat, would any of you have associated like, oh, I would choose a worm because slimy. Like every example carries the shred of truth. That's all I'm saying.
That's insane. I love that you think about pill bugs in that certain type of way. But also, aren't pill bugs like they like roll up in a ball because they're like scared, right?
Oh, that makes it more fun.
That's insane! Oh my god. Do you know the song that's like, I wish that I were a pill bug? Have you ever heard that song?
Sing it for me.
I kind of forgot how it went. I know the lyric, I wish that I were a pill bug. Okay.
Disappointed.
I'm gonna roll it up into a ball now because I'm scared. And
Well, I'm not gonna
nervous.
do anything to that ball because we're live.
Fuck you. Alright, next question. Would you rather be 45 minutes early to an event or 45 minutes late?
That is such a good question. Because if it was 5 minutes, I'd be late every time. But 45 minutes is...
That's a long time. And it's also a
That's
long time to
time.
wait, you know? Like, if you got there early, like, you could be doing work during that time, you know?
Can I ask you... Work? And sorry, I can, what's it called? Can I ask you what kind of event?
In this context, probably like a get-together with friends or like a date or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
romance,
cool.
you know?
So it's probably gonna be in a public place. So I'd rather be early because, like, realistically, I can just find some random person to talk to.
You just
If
talk
I'm
to
late, then
random
everyone-
people?
Yeah.
That's
Like, it's like-
insane.
Rio, I think you're projecting. I think you're projecting on society right now. Like the average person would probably do that.
No, they absolutely would not. Chat, would you guys just speak to a random person? No. Violet's already saying no. Sorry, I didn't mean to full name you. That was weird.
Okay, a real talk, chat. I love you, but the people watching right now are here hoping the two anime boys kiss. I don't think that this is the best sample size right now.
That's. Are you saying that they're also antisocial?
No.
Like, oh, okay. But you are saying that they can't be fixed.
I mean, nothing can't be fixed.
No comment. That. Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. Like the pill bugs. But wait, I thought that you wanted. Whatever. Okay, so you said that you'd rather be early.
In this context.
Yeah.
In any other context, if I was alone and all I had to do was sleep and shit, I'd rather be late.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. No, I'd also rather be early. Rather be early for sure. Okay.
I'd say so you could talk to random people.
No, because I would just get like a silly drink or something, and I also just don't like
for 45
people...
minutes?
Well,
How long does it take you to drink a silly drink?
I'll get like 5. Also, I don't like people waiting on me. That makes me more nervous. I'd rather be the one waiting. You know?
Oh, I just didn't want to miss out on the cool conversation at the start. That's why I didn't want to be late. Because like all the good conversation happens at the beginning, and also I like to make like a big entrance, and so it's like if 45 minutes is way too much for the big entrance, and someone else.
Well, yeah, because then people would just be pissed off at you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then nobody would want to hang out with you anymore. They'd probably already move to a different location.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, you get me. You understand me.
Yeah, I get it. All right, our next question. Would you rather lose your most cherished memory or know that you've already experienced the happiest you'll ever be in your whole life?
I'll lose my cherished memory.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't care. I'll make new ones. With
Wow.
you, Rio.
That was... Shut up! I'm embarrassed. Don't say that.
No, but I try to improve by 1% every day. So every memory that I make, I try to guarantee is going to be better than the last.
Better than the last one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good way to look at it too. You're so insightful. You say dumb shit, but then you're suddenly really smart and cool. Interesting.
It's in my Tinder bio. Sorry, in my Grinder bio. I need to know my audience.
Grinder. Fuck you. I know what you are. It's okay. Pride Month's over, so it's fine. Would you rather...
Okay, on my Bumble profile.
Bumble? Who the fuck uses Bumble?
Surprisingly enough, okay, hear me out.
I used
Surprisingly
Bumble
enough,
like,
a
for
lot
like
of people.
2 seconds, and then
Dude,
the person that I was with, like, they left. I went to a museum downtown with them, and they like walked around the museum with me. They're the one that picked it out. It was extremely pretentious, and then they left me there. Downtown. I had never been to this city. They left me there.
oh, rip. Yeah, like I mean, like realistically, I don't. No, I was just saying for the bit, but like a load of people that I know actually are really into it.
Into Bumble. That's a crazy thing to just be into for fun. That's a weird hobby. Oh, I love Bumble. I hang out on there like it's Gaia Online. Shut the fuck up. Don't piss me off.
Gaia Online, dude, you're showing your age.
Sorry. I know. I keep talking about Gaia Online, and every time I feel like I'm suddenly becoming like 1 year older within seconds. Anyways, doesn't have anything to do with any. Did you ever play on Gaia Online?
I watched my grandparents play. No,
I hate you so bad. Mima on Gaia Online would go so hard though.
I'm what do you call it? No, I didn't play Gaia Online, unfortunately. I think the first thing that I really got into was probably RuneScape. Like
that
old
makes
RuneScape.
Sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I played that in like 4th grade. It was good times. I did it because I wanted to impress some guy though. So I was like, I play RuneScape too. And that's the only reason I played RuneScape.
That's valid. No, RuneScape was like, okay, so it was kind of like everyone else was playing RuneScape, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck it. and then I started playing RuneScape, and then I got really into RuneScape, and everyone stopped playing RuneScape.
Ah,
was
that
really annoyed.
sucks. Did I ever tell you about the time that I didn't sign any NDA contracts, so I can say shit. There's this one time I auditioned for a VTuber company, and for my interview, for like my test stream, they forced me to play RuneScape. I had no other options. They said, you have to play RuneScape.
That is based, and I'm gonna do that if I ever start my own.
Sure. But why would it? Haven't played this game since I was like actually like 8. Like why are you forcing RuneScape on me? What kind of how do I know that that's gonna be good content?
But that's the thing. They want you to make it good content. Like it is.
Well,
like,
anyway,
RuneScape
the
is
agency
fun,
never started up anyway. So how smart were they really?
Dude, there was an agency that was like, it was literally at the stage where I had 2 contracts in front of me, and I didn't go with that one.
Yeah.
And he was really happy. He was like, "Oh, I'm so happy to have you on board. We're gonna like build a team around you and shit." And I like backed out last second.
Yep.
Just as they got their contract.
Yeah.
And then it just never happened.
Yeah. It do be
And
like
I
that.
kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad, but now I'm a hot wolf boy, so.
Yeah, so. You probably, I mean, you got the big end of the stick. If you know.
Once again, Rhea, I don't think I'm the one who's gonna be. Like, I think you're getting the roles mixed up here.
Sorry.
Like, I'm the one in the maid dress. I'm the one asserting dominance.
Okay, sure. Is that what the maid dress is? The maid dress is to show dominance?
Yeah, like, do you see me blushing? Do you see me being embarrassed? No, I'm rocking this shit.
Okay, well.
This is my first time wearing a maid dress.
I'm not blushing anymore either.
Do you want to wear the maid dress? I'll take it off right now and I'll put it on you.
No. You spent like 15 minutes putting this on. I watched.
Dude, this shit is hard. No one tells anything. No one ever mentions the garter.
Wait, you were trying. I literally don't even see it. You have a garter on?
Yeah, it's underneath.
Oh, I see.
It's weird. It's weird trying to fit into a garter with like a male physique.
You're just not trying hard enough. Anyways, our next question. Would you rather receive a love letter or a flirty photo?
Love letter. I can convince anyone to send me a sexy photo.
Oh.
Love letters are genuine. You can't fake it.
Oh, romantic at heart. Would you rather cook the meal or clean up after the meal?
Cook the meal. I love cooking.
Really?
I'm very good at cooking.
Really?
I'm a very good cook. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Hey, don't laugh. Chicken katsu.
No, pork katsu is my favorite thing to cook.
Dude, I need to try, honestly, anything katsu. I tried
So
steak
good.
katsu.
Ah.
It wasn't as good, but it was still good enough.
Okay, good enough. So have you ever had like a katsu sandwich during like a picnic? Have you ever done a picnic? Have you ever just adventured on a picnic?
I've never adventured. I don't know what you're insinuating by adventured, but I don't think I've done a picnic. I've adventured on a plane. I've adventured on a bus.
No, I mean just have you ever felt whimsical and just done a picnic?
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm Irish. We kind of just
What the fuck do you think that I meant? What was this? Oh. I just feel like having a fun picnic, like with friends.
Oh yeah. Fun picnic with friends. Yeah. No, this happens all the time. It's like oh, it's like 1 p.m. I've got a Jägermeister. Let's go have a picnic. Like I used to do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
You should make your chicken katsu and make it in sandwich form and have that at a picnic.
Usually the problem with katsu is it's very heavy and it doesn't mix with the adult juice.
Oh,
so
really?
it would be like, yeah, because usually we like prink before the picnics because it's already like 1 p.m. so we've only got like a few hours.
What does that mean? Can you elaborate more?
Prinking is when you drink before the drinking, so that you don't have to drink as much when you're there. I'm Irish, Riyo. You're forgetting this. You're forgetting this.
I don't.
Keep up.
If I'm being honest, I don't know anything about Irish people. You are the only Irish person that I've ever met in my whole life.
Have you been in America?
Yes.
And you've met probably hundreds of quote-unquote Irish people.
I stay inside.
That's what they'll tell you.
This is my first time outside of my house.
You're right.
Ever.
You're right. Welcome outside. Welcome to the outside. Yeah. No. Yeah, we're very social drinkers. We don't really like, some of us will have a drink alone
Oh.
now and then, but that's considered sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's part of our culture. It's part of how we like interact with one another.
Interesting. Because in America,
and
if you drink alone, well, I feel like that's what most people do, and they just do it inside their house and they drink alone, and that's just called alcoholism.
Yeah, like that's the thing. People mistake Ireland for being like Ireland. America actually is a way bigger problem there. Ireland is,
yes.
it's kind of like we treat the pub like we treat our living room. We kind of show up, hang out with people.
That's
Like we
kinda
have the
fun.
crowds, we have our like little sphere. It's kind of like, do you know? Here, I'll put it in freaking neat terms for you. It's like a Discord. We treat it like a Discord server,
Oh.
and like in person.
Oh.
And the drinks are will be the equivalent. The drinks will be equivalent of when someone decides to share their screen.
Oh. Okay. For like a movie night, a watch party.
It's just something that gets everyone kind of together, kind of thing. You know?
Ah, I see. I'm understanding now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. Yeah, thank you for elaborating a neat culture. Yeah. I'd rather clean up rather than cook. I'm actually bad at cooking. Pork katsu is like the only thing that I know how to make, though. But I make it good.
Cool.
So anyway, so like we're like compatible or whatever. Okay. Our next
Yeah, no,
question.
like if you want to do the cleaning, I don't like doing the cleaning up as much, because here's the thing. When I am actually cooking the food, I usually clean as I go.
Really?
So I
Oh
like,
my god, that's
yeah,
rare.
so I can't. People hate it because I always tell people not to wait up, because even if the food is ready, I can't eat unless I've left the place as clean as I found it. So if I had someone to help me, then it means that like by the time we eat, we've only got 2 plates, three if we have 3 for our child.
The one that you're pregnant with currently, right?
Yeah, sure.
When the fucking laugh, this is so stupid. Would you rather? Okay, this one's serious. This one's serious. I feel like I know what you're gonna say already, but I'll ask it anyways. Would you rather lie to protect your loved one's feelings or be brutally honest with them?
Brutally honest.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, because they can hate me all they want, but I'd rather them know the truth. Like, okay, now if it's now there is obviously a caveat where you have to assume that you're telling them the truth out of compassion and not to hurt them.
Right.
There is a difference. I would rather just not say anything than lying in a way.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather not say anything than to tell them the truth out of like hatred, right? Like, let's say you're in a fight and you go like, well, you're fat. Like, no, that's not true, even if they are. But it's how I come across with it, and it's my intention behind it. That's what's important. Truth should be something. Truth is a privilege. Being able to be open and truthful with your partner is a privilege, and it's not something you should abuse.
What? So cool! This is so cool! He's so cool! I hate that you said that in this fuck ass maid outfit though. It looks good on you though. It looks good on you though, yeah. I kind of feel the same way. But I also, I'm like a sensitive person, but like I never ask for, or like for me, I'm like, I feel like I am already so honest with myself to a point where it's like bad and detrimental. So I'm never like looking for from other people, because I'm already like, I already know what the truth is and I'm already gonna work on it, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but also think about it this way.
Yeah, I'm thinking. My mind's open.
So, let's say I lie to you because you already know it. And
well, if you lied to me because I already know it, then I'd be pissed off because I'd be like, why are you lying to me?
Oh no, it's in like, I lie to you, but you already know it, right? But the thing is, it's kind of like you're forgetting one other thing, right? And like, if we're talking romantic partner, if I'm telling someone the truth to their face, and if it's that is with the assumption that I still love them despite that. So it's kind of like, I notice it, I see you're working on it, you know, we can work on it together. But if you lie, you're taking yourself out of the equation. You're like, deal with it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, no, that makes sense. That's cool. That's cool. Do you have a master class? What do you mean according to?
The inside joke is that I've never looked at another being in my life.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, he's got no experience. This is actually his first date too.
Yeah. Ignore the chocolate on the hot dog.
The next question is: would you rather consistently be the big spoon or the little spoon? I hate you, by the way. Well, you could also avoid that if you just like. We don't need to talk about it here. Would you rather be the big spoon or the little spoon?
What you can do with a dish soap bottle is crazy. Anyway, so
just
what do you call it?
Just buy the thing that actually helps you. It's like what, $10? You don't need a dish soap bottle.
Don't hear me out. The bottle of dish soap is like $1, and
hear
me out. You also get dish soap.
Sure, but you gotta
it's like a 2-for-1 deal.
All of the dish soap first before you can, and also whenever it's cut. This sucks ass. Whenever it's coming out too, cause it's like you got it.
Yeah, the awkward thing is you have to angle the person.
Like,
yeah, you have to like come at it from like a negative 45-degree angle, so that does make it awkward.
The mathematics. Ah, fuck. Anyways, yeah, everybody's saying don't dish with a dish soap bottle. Don't douche with a dish soap bottle. Yeah, it feels wrong, right? You can literally just buy one. You can literally
I feel like MacGyver every time. That's all I'm saying.
Shut the fuck up. Maybe that's not a goal we should have. Are you the fucking big spoon or are you the fucking little spoon, Tier Noir? Stop talking about shit on your pee-pee.
I'm about to blow your mind.
Yeah.
I'm very tall. I'm 188 centimeters for the freedom metrics. Yeah. That's tall as fuck. Anyway, so I'm very rarely the shorter one in the relationship.
Sure.
And I love being the big spoon when the other person is shorter, because it feels like I'm wearing them like a backpack. And then sometimes you can get up while they're still on your back and go to the bathroom and they're just clinging on you like a koala.
That's crazy. I've never experienced that.
Well, you can.
All right, I'll climb up. Shit.
Cool. Let's go.
Shit. Okay. No, that actually feels.
I'll get the dish soap bottle.
Did you at least buy the dish soap that like donates to like birds or whatever that have oil in their wings? I don't know the commercial. I only know the commercial. Yeah, sure. I don't know the. Okay.
We'll go with that.
You're like Irish, so you don't know either.
No, we like actively like piss on birds.
What kind of birds? Not kind of piss. What kind of birds? Are you lying?
Okay, Rio. Okay, you can be the bird.
Shut up! That's not what I'm fucking asking! Is that what I'm fucking asking? Oh my god. This sucks ass. My final would you rather question would be, would you rather, tell a corny pickup line to make someone laugh, or a romantic one to leave them blushing?
Oh. If you need a romantic line to make someone blush, you're doing it wrong. Yeah, no, I would obviously, I'd rather make someone laugh, because you remember that laugh a lot more. Like when someone is like, okay, they made me blush or whatever, but who actually remembers that? The laugh carries a lot more weight, and once they're comfortable with you and such, then it's really freaking easy to make them blush. And if you start off swinging with the blush, it's like, do you know you should never give your all in the first day of work?
Ah, that's true. So are you into like slow burn type stuff?
Yeah, we've been through this. I like breaking.
Oh, I didn't know that was correlated.
Yeah, it's kind of like you start off one way and you end up another way. I like character development. It's my thing. Gap moe is my thing, and if there's no gap moe, I will make gap moe.
Oh, you force gap moe. That's kind of impressive. I respect. I also think that a fun one is like more appealing. I think that laughter does stick, or at least you remember those moments more than just like those other ones. You know?
Yo, Rio.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind. I read somewhere online that, you know, to live a good life, I need to only think about what is pure and lovely. And so, if you're okay with it,
So you think
I've
about
been
me
thinking
whenever
about
you
you
go
all
to
day.
sleep? Yeah.
No, yeah.
Is
That's
that-
a lie.
was
This
that
man's a
what you were-
degenerate.
Yeah, I was like,
This
what the
man's an
fuck?
absolute, disgusting, heathenistic degenerate. I can't even use
Shut
that
the fuck-
joke on him.
I'm not a degenerate. Your mom's a degenerate.
Well, I mean, I found out recently that she watches yaois, so you know what?
No way!
And she reads yaoi. Yeah, my mom reads. I'm like, you know what? A lot of things make sense now.
That's crazy. I brought my mom on a stream once, and we went thrift shopping, and she picked up a basket and said, "This is a really cute basket." And I was like, yeah, it's a cute basket. And she was like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Okay, well, like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this basket." And she's like, "Well, you have that big ass pile of BL by your bed. Why don't you use this basket to put all your gay sex? No, say gex. Damn it." You're saying Gex inside. And I was like, "Mom, we're in public."
You know, I think she's telling you to like just accept who you are, embrace it, and show it off. You know that song, what was it? Mama told me when I was young. You know.
Born This Way by Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Really? I didn't think. It was the first song that came in my head because I'm singing it at Comey's concert.
I know! I literally looked at and I was like, I fucking knew that's why you said it. You don't. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, we are moving on to our next section. Moving on to our next segment. Are you ready? This is our surprise game.
Does the dress stay off or? Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I think that the dress stays on. Until, like, after the stream ends, then you can take it off. Or maybe keep it on. Okay.
Okay, Ria. I'll keep it on.
Okay, thanks. Our next section is a mini game. Okay? Our mini game is... Cha-chum! Pickup line roulette. And, what I'm going to need you to do is curate a pickup line and see if you can rizz up both me and chat. However, it must include a word randomly given by a random word generator. It must include that word. Are you down to play? You actually have no choice. Yeah, I am putting you on the spot. Are you creative?
Is that why you locked the door?
Test in creativity. Yeah, I'll lock the door. I don't have like a door lock noise, so I'll just. There we go. Does that work?
Oh.
We're locking this public place.
Can you do that again, but come closer to the mic?
Yeah. Okay.
That's actually really nice. That's actually a really nice sound.
That's crazy. ASMR where I just go the whole time.
Or ASMR. POV, you're dating an inanimate object.
Wait, no, it's just that one game that just came out. That's literally just it. Do you think that the door says lines? No, shut up. The date everything, where everything's like a humanized version of like a pencil or something.
Funny you choose a pencil, Rio.
Shut the. I hate you so bad. I hate you so bad. Okay, okay. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Okay, it's not actually a wheel. I just click a button and I think it gives me a word.
It's a wheel, Rio. It's a wheel. We'll play with a bit. Wow, that's a huge girthy wheel, Rio.
Oh
I'm
wow!
so impressed.
Wow, it spins around so fast.
Oh my gosh.
Does the wheel stop left or right?
That's a great question. Oh, I hear it squeaking. Do you want me to lubricate it up? I've got some WB-40 and mayonnaise.
Shut up. Okay, your word is oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said I was about to actually leave. I thought you were about to say that my word was oh.
No! No, you were gonna leave. No, your word, this is a very interesting one. Your word to create a pickup line with is exploit. I know, that's crazy, right? Cook.
How much time do I have?
I'll give you as much time as you want. Walk me through your process. If you have one.
Let's see the what's it called? Like the only thing is I'm just really trying to think of exploit. What's it called? Like as a pun, but it's kind of like
A pun?
how do I
You
do
get a
this without
dad
getting
joke it?
political? Oh, of course. Let me see. Okay, so I guess I'll walk you through.
Yeah.
So the
Speaking
big
right-
thing that I want is I want it to be
The big
funny,
thing. Right.
but I want it to also be like, hey, he's not just making a joke, he's actually
Like
He's
he means
actually-
it. Like he's like going for it at the same time. Like it's kind of funny, and
Exactly.
you're like, ha ha ha, but you're like, oh, is there deeper meaning?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
Yeah, I think you're definitely helping me here.
Oh,
Exploit. Is that meant to be like?
It can be meant however you want, baby girl. I'm sorry,
Baby-
I'm not gonna say that ever
just-
again.
just
I'm sorry.
one-
I
yeah,
keep
please
accidentally
never say that
calling you
again.
baby girl, and I apologize in advance because it might
Like-
happen
like-
again.
I'm like.
It's
I
like
mean,
the
you can
second
call
time I've
it
done
again,
today.
but it depends on like it's all gonna depend on like how much, like how high your pain tolerance is. Because it's like if it's
Oh.
too high, then I'm not gonna bother because you're just gonna enjoy it.
I have a pretty low pain tolerance. Well, no, because I used to ask
that's
people.
good.
I used to. Well, no, I don't think that I do. I think that I ask people for. We don't need to talk about this. I think I ask for painful experiences, but then whenever it happens, I'm like, well, ow, you know. And, like, I don't actually enjoy it. I think in my brain, I'm, like, conceptually cool. And then it happens, and I'm like, oh.
Exploit is actually so dumb of a word because my brain keeps going to tech, but everyone knows that.
Tech?
Unless
We're talking about GPU again!
yeah, exactly. But I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally not gonna do that. Here's our baby girl. I read that, and I don't like it.
I like it. I think it's funny.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Why have you done this to me, by the way?
Oh, well, I mean, I told you that I told you that I had a mini game that came out of left field. I'm testing you. And how well you can think on the spot whenever you need to risk someone up. It's all part of the plan, baby. Girl.
I guess it would be like.
You also have to put on a show whenever you say it as well. Like you gotta really feel it with your whole entire chest, and the rest of your body too. Yeah.
Exploit. See, this is the problem, right?
Sure.
This
Sure.
with most of the time when you're thinking these up, you work backwards. So what would be a normal conversation with the word exploit, right? You've got exploiting vulnerabilities in tech, which is not something I'm using. You've got exploiting old shop owners for money. You've
I can be
got
into that.
exploiting. Okay. Wait, no, that's not even exploit. That's the other one. That's called what do you call it? There's a word for that.
Expedite. No.
No, it's not expedite. It's like extort. That's extort.
Extortion.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of for exploit is like tech shit. That's dumb. I mean, okay, fine.
I mean, maybe
it would be-
you know, I like people with hyperfixation. So I can step into a universe where I'm imagining you with a hyperfixation on tech, and that's all you talk about for 3 weeks straight. And maybe it'll work on me. Okay, I'm imagining. I'm rewriting history in my brain right now. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yep.
Don't say anything. Hey,
Okay.
stop. I'm rewriting. I'm like starting back from square one with us. Okay. I'm erasing this entire day, and I'm also erasing all the other days. Okay. Pause. Okay. It's all gone. Who are you?
Who am? Oh, so this is the first time we're meeting.
Play the fuck along.
Oh, sorry. Hey there. I just wanted to let you know then. I noticed that you're a little bit insecure, needy, clingy. It seems like you can't really do anything on your own, to be honest. These are all vulnerabilities that a tech-savvy, tech support little nerdy nerd like myself would love to exploit. If you let me.
Why did you read me? Why did you read me so bad?
What?
Yeah, why did you read me so bad?
Why did I what do so bad?
You read me. READ, you read me. Why do you have to throw in all that extra shit?
It was you said I had to play it up. You said I had to make it a performative. Boy did.
That's crazy. People are out here calling you daddy for that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That was a really shit pickup line. I hope you guys know that, and I hope you feel horrible for complimenting me.
Yeah, you know, okay. If you wanna, in your private time, cook a little bit, I can always revisit it later on and let everyone.
Oh no,
know
I'm
that you
lucky.
changed
It didn't.
your
Mama
mind.
didn't raise no bitch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay. That's cool too. Well, I think that you know, I didn't like the pickup line, but I did like the insults that you gave me prior to. So,
that's the thing, right? Because like you're not voting on the most compatible. Your chat was, and I know how to.
Right,
I know how to
that's
manipulate
true.
your chat.
So that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. I think that next up in line we got Ambrose joining me. So I just want you to know that that's your competition immediately after, and he's pretty good with that stuff on the fly. So I just want you to know.
Oh, I know exactly who I'm gonna be gunning for then.
What? Shut up! You have two hands, right? Can I be involved? Can we? Shut up. This sucks. We have our next section.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop being jealous. We have our next section. Okay.
No, don't be jealous. Like I
I'm
said,
gonna
you have
be
a seat
jealous.
right here. It's got your name on it.
Okay.
Right
okay.
here.
Where does Ambrose fit in?
He will be in the closet with me
But
and this dish soap bottle.
shut the fuck up. That's so bad for your asshole. We're moving on to our audience submitted questions and answers now. Tier hates me, so he didn't ask any of his community questions. But Riyo,
Can you submit a question?
no,
Thank you.
it's too late now. It's too late now. Much too late. I've already picked 5 questions, and they're my favorite ones. Okay, all right. No submitting questions. Because if you submit a question at this point, it'll just be in Tier's favor, and I don't like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, they've met me now.
Okay, our first question is, for a first date, would you pick out to go to a fancy dinner or a popular movie together?
Oh, those are both horrible choices.
I agree.
Yeah, thank you. It shows you have class.
Oh, well.
Don't worry, I would not take you to either of those, Riyo.
What would you do if you were on a first date? Which one would you go for?
Both of those are gonna end up in it being the last date. But I've had the best luck with movies
Really?
because and I'll tell you why I think so. It's because even though it's a popular movie and it's crowded and it will suck, there's a lot more to it. Number one, you still feel more private. You can still like have your arm around them. You can still hang out. You can whisper. It gives you an excuse to lean in and whisper into their ear during the movie. So that's like all pluses. And you usually go somewhere after a movie. You don't go anywhere after a fancy dinner, especially if it's a first date. Like you ain't going anywhere. Like if I was in a fancy dinner, the only way I could make it work would be like 10 minutes in being like, hey, this is too stuffy. You want to leave and steal the bread rolls?
I guess I never really thought about that with a movie, because I was gonna say out of the two, I would have picked dinner. But also, I feel like you could hypothetically go somewhere after a fancy dinner too, right? Like you could go on like a walk. Like if you were in like a nice like shopping district area, if it's late at night, you know, like you could go like for a pretty walk around and have more conversation. You know, get to know somebody a little bit more. Yeah.
You could, but remember the big thing about the dinner is there's a lot of parts. It's like very structured.
Oh,
And
you
so
think
like
so?
there's gonna be times you're gonna be awkwardly both eating. There's gonna be times you're gonna be scrambling for things to say. Whereas during a movie, you're both kind of your attention is like on something else, and you're able to like weave your way in. I feel like with a dinner first date, it's really gonna depend on like both people need to be super into it. Whereas with a movie, you have a lot more play, if you will.
I guess that makes sense. But I don't know, because like you can't really talk during the movie, you know?
Oh, that doesn't stop me. I don't give a shit about
That's crazy.
If
That's crazy.
If she's into it, if she's into it.
See, a woman.
Sorry.
You hate me.
Sorry. If Rio is into it, then what do you call it? Like, I know. Like, let's say it's a movie where you can kind of like whisper and stuff, and I see you're not getting annoyed by me constantly making like shit jabs at the actors for being bad at their job. Then we're gonna be good.
Sometimes I do that too, but I don't really care about like if the actors do a good job or a bad job. I'm kind of picky about how like the movies are shot. Like because I went to film school, you know, so everybody always
Perfect.
tells me that I'm
like
like a film snob whenever I watch movies. They're like, people don't like watching movies with me sometimes because I'll say some shit and I'm like, why is that shot the way that it is? It's incredibly shaky, and also it gives people whiplash. It did not need to be in 60 frames per second. They could have gotten the job done with just like a 24. And everyone's like, why are you saying this?
Oh no, I would love that.
Yeah.
We should go see a movie right now.
Let's do it. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye, chat.
Okay, next question then. If given the chance to make a new beverage, what would your custom drink look or taste like?
I already have one. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes!
So I used to be a barista, and every time someone be like, make me something good, and I'm like, how much? And if it's quiet, obviously, I'd be like, how much time have you got? And they're like, nah, surprise me. And then usually this is at this point I'll observe and stuff, and a lot of times I'll notice like, hey, they were smoking or something, right? I don't smoke, kids, but at that point, what I would do is then be like, especially if they roll their own, I'd be like, can I borrow some of your tobacco? And they'd be like, why? And it's like, trust me. So what I do is I get it because it's already going to be their favorite flavor, especially if they're the type of person who rolls their own. And then I would put it on a sieve.
So you're just taking people's addiction and making them something special?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I would make it part of I would infuse the froth, like the milk froth and stuff. I would infuse that with it. And one thing that pairs very well with tobacco flavor is Biscoff. So I'd crush up Biscoff as well, and I'd like sprinkle it on top. Yeah, so it would basically be a tobacco infused Biscoff Americano.
That actually doesn't sound bad. Like I'm not
an Americano, sorry, I'm stupid. A freaking latte or cappuccino. Depending on the person, you can tell if someone's a latte person or if they're a cappuccino person at first glance.
What do you think that I am?
You're a cappuccino person.
I'm not a cappuccino person. I'm a latte person.
But cappuccino has chocolate.
I don't really care about chocolate.
Okay, my bad.
Got him. We got him, boys.
Hey, chat. Like you gotta throw for content now and then.
But
right?
if you if you were at like a, say for example, somebody wanted to do like a Tier Noir like cup sleeve event at like a bubble tea place, you know, what type of drink would you have there?
For boba tea.
If
we're talking boba tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It would be a drink for me, like rather than a gift drink for someone else.
Right.
I don't really see. I'm not used to thinking like inwardly like that. You know what I mean?
Because
so it's hard for me.
You're used to giving service. I get that. Yeah.
He's projecting, Chad. He's projecting.
Shut up.
I like. I love being on Rio's stream, chat, because like being dominant male is frowned upon anywhere else in this industry, unless I'm on Rio's stream. Anywhere else, I'm getting canceled for this shit. Like if you go look at my stream, I have to pretend to be the biggest fucking bottom so that I don't get canceled. But like over here, I can just chill. Like I literally showed up eating a pizza after work.
What?
But
What? That is why. Do you think that it's just a me thing, or do you think that that's like? Are there other
Yeah, it's
people
because
that you
your
can do
bottomness masks my like topness to the point where it kind of evens out to the point where I'm not getting canceled.
Oh, okay. So like collectively, it's like we're joining forces, and people are like, I think this is consensual.
Okay, like look at how bad it is. So you know how I am, right? You literally know
Yeah.
how I am, like even
Yeah.
off stream. Like this
Yeah.
is me. Imagine me, right?
Yeah.
And let's say it's a full collab, it's a repo collab, so there's 6 people,
Right.
and there's one girl there,
Right.
right?
Oh, you have to be normal.
And I'm behaving like this. I would get canceled so fucking quick,
Well,
even if there's like 5 other guys to even it out.
well, I guess it depends on the girl.
Does it?
Yes. Because if we throw
Actually, you're
Rena
right,
into
you're
the
right, Rena.
equation,
Yeah, you're right. With Rena, remember I said on the Switch, I will bow and aid to Rena. I will bow and aid to Rena.
Everybody will, dude. Everybody will.
But we don't have a choice, man. We don't have a choice.
I was gonna bring her on the show, and she said you can't do that because everyone's gonna immediately vote for me.
Yeah, that is true. I would vote for Rena.
Yeah, me too. And my votes
Yeah.
aren't even valid, so yeah.
When were they?
Okay. Yeah, no wait. Yeah. So back to the
So
question.
boba tea.
Yeah. What would, if you were having like a fun little like cafe moment, you know, like cardboard cutouts and cup sleeves and all that fun stuff, special coasters, things. What would your theme drink be?
Honeydew milk with tapioca.
Ooh.
Because the tapioca is like, it seems basic and shit, but
'Cause
like
it's your
the
balls.
big thing is no one fucking gets the tapioca because popping exists. And so I'm like, I like the tapioca because it's kind of got a very like neutral flavor, and I like the texture. And then that's complemented with the fact that it's honeydew milk. So it's not too in your face, it's not too fruity, but it is sweet, and it is good for you. Unless you're me and you're lactose intolerant, but I don't care.
Do people not get the normal just like tapioca boba?
No, dude.
you?
Literally I mean, you got to remember, once again, remember, you usually are on dates with tops. I am usually on dates with bottoms.
Well,
And they usually get the popping bodas.
I never get the popping bobas.
Really?
I
Maybe you're my
prefer the
bottom.
normal ones. Well, I like bigger things in my mouth.
That is valid. That is valid. We can arrange that. Don't worry, I'm Asian, but I'm Portuguese where it counts.
I don't even know what that fucking means. No, I don't want anybody to explain to me either.
Yeah, don't explain. This is better. This is so much better unexplained.
No, that sounds really yummy. I really do like honeydew. I don't really drink like milk tea very often, but honeydew is definitely like, if I am going to get a milk tea, it is going to be a honeydew one. Just because I feel like the flavor is like, it's never too sugary. I feel like a lot of them are like, they feel really heavy and like really sugary, but for some reason a melon one just makes sense.
And
Or like a
honeydew is
banana
just
one, those also
refreshing.
make sense to me.
It's
Yeah.
refreshing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
and that's what I want, but I don't want it to be too in my face fruity. I just want
Yeah.
something nice, something I can sip and something I can like enjoy.
Yeah.
And I think that's something people can do with me. They can just like sip and enjoy.
Sip and enjoy, sip and enjoy. You heard him here, boys. There's like probably like 3 boys in chat, and me. Okay, our next question. Imagine you are at a restaurant, and the waiter brings me something totally wrong from what I had ordered. How do you react? Are you gonna stand up for me?
I don't think this is a.
Are you gonna stand up for
I don't
me?
think this is like this is kind of a no-brainer. I mean, like, yeah, no, I'm just like, hey, this isn't what we ordered. Like, I know who wouldn't do that.
You'd be shocked. So you gonna do that for me, or are you gonna make me do that?
No, I do it for you. What the fuck?
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's to be like, hey, we didn't order that, and it's usually and it's kind of like I should be catching that shit because I used to be a waiter. By the way, if I hope you know this, I have worked everywhere. If you had said alcoholic drink, I've also been a bartender.
Have you ever worked as a tour guide in a haunted house?
Yes, I did once for a summer.
What the fuck? You're just that
Like
you're
it
that
was
type
kind
of
of like.
anime character
Well, I mean,
that
I
takes,
guess I was like,
85
I don't know
odd
if it
jobs.
counts because I was the usher because it wasn't really out through the haunted house. I was the person who got them into the haunted house. I don't know if that counts though.
Oh, I see. No, I'll count that. Have you ever tied up balloon animals?
Tied up balloon animals. I didn't get paid for it.
Damn. Were you like
What?
5?
No, I was like 15 and they needed
hate
someone to tie
you.
balloon animals.
They hate you so bad.
Are my job's just beach. It's not even lifeguard. It's just
Beach.
beach.
Beach tier. Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I feel like no one that I know would actually do that for me. So
What
that's
the
very shocking.
fuck? It's
No,
it's
'cause
not hard.
it's hard for me to say because
It's
I
their
get
job.
embarrassed.
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, but you're a bottom. But like literally, like anyone that you should be with, that's not even remote. And you're not just a bottom. You're like the bottom of the bottom. You're like ninth circle of hell.
That's
bottom,
not
you
what
know
I
I mean?
asked. That's not what I asked.
But like anyone else, like the average person, even the average bottom should be like, and especially it's their job to give you the right food. Like I'm not fucking paying for something I didn't order, and it better come out fast because I didn't pay to wait extra time either.
Sure.
Doesn't that
Well,
make sense? Does that just
that
make
does-
sense?
that
Like
does-
who wouldn't do that?
I guess that does make sense. You know, if I was put in the position and somebody was more of a bottom than I was, I think that I also would be the one to like step up and be like,
See?
this isn't what they ordered.
And if even Riyo would do it, then why would other people not?
Okay. Well, some people just hate me, I think then,
Yeah.
and want me to die.
Or they're very okay with wasting money.
Yeah, that's why I think I never bring it up, because I get scared. I'm like, yeah, I'll waste like $15, it's fine. You know?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I would do it, no problem. I've been away. I
Wow.
have like 4 years of waiting experience. I know I know when they
Wow.
fuck up.
That would riz me up pretty well, you know?
I would
Just a
also,
simple
and
answer, but-
hear me out.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is something I
hearing
genuinely would do and have done it many times, much
Uh-huh.
to the dismay of people around me. If the waiter is specifically giving bad service and they just kind of drop the plate on the table and leave, I will pick up the plate. I will hold it in the really fancy waiter thing, bring it to the kitchen or someone, whoever's closest to the kitchen, be like, hey, this isn't what we ordered. And then I would wait outside the kitchen for them to give it to me because they need to know not to do that shit again.
Crazy! So you've done that before?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
All the time? That's crazy! I'd be so embarrassed.
No, what's crazy is the fact that it happens to me so fucking
well-
often.
Well, he's got beef. I triggered something.
Sorry. My bad.
Is this the trauma that you talked about before we started call?
No, that was because my ex hit me.
Oh. Everything reminds you of her, huh?
Yeah, she did have the same hair color as you, and the same eye
Me?
color as you, and she was the
Oh.
same height, and her name sounded like you. Now that I think about it, maybe that's why we hang out so much.
I'm a replacement, everybody. Exciting! You know, I'll take it. I like being bottom of the barrel. One time fun times? Yeah. Anyways, next question. How do you feel about PDA?
Public shows of affection, or the band from the League of Legends band that had Sayan from
That's KDA.
G-Idol.
That would be KDA. PDA, public display of affection.
Oh, I was right the first time actually. The first time was meant to be the joke. The second time was meant to be the one it actually was. So my bad.
You mixed it up.
So yeah, public displays of affection. If it's other people, If it's me, that's fine.
Really? The double standard is crazy.
Like it depends, because I do it right.
And what would that be? What would right be? What
Um,
would the right be?
It would be because most people are like, ooh, I'm like, oh, I miss you and whatever. But to me, it's like, let's say I'll be hugging you, right? And I'd like have my, because you're short as fuck, so I'd have my chin on your head.
I'm literally, stop. You said, how tall are you? 180 centimeters? Stop. I'm going to do
88.
math right now. 88,
88.
188 centimeters?
I'm 6'2", Rio. I'm 6'2".
That's not too much taller than me.
Doesn't matter. You're still shorter. And that's what matters. It's a moral victory. Anywho, is like when I'm hugging you and stuff, in one sense, it's comforting you. On another sense, it's shielding you. And in the third sense is I'm looking at every little shithead that's super jealous right now, and I'm smirking at them. And so, you know what I mean? And it
That's kind of Tuskaru. That's kind of, yeah, okay.
because it's just like, rather than like the guys that are just like, oh my gosh, I miss you. Oh my gosh, let's hold hands. It's like, no. It's like, hey, come here. I'm going to protect you. And every single guy that was looking at you, you're mine. This is my one.
Oh, wow. Did you read a lot of like romance and shoujo stuff whenever you were younger?
Oh, but I'll tell you a really funny story. So
Okay.
I was with someone at a beach.
Oh.
And we were off to get ice cream and stuff. And I was like, you know, I was in the States, right? So if you put on the accent, you get free shit. Anyway, so I was like, oh yeah, can I have a vanilla ice cream, please? And so as I'm saying that,
Can you talk like that the rest of the time that you're telling the story?
yeah, sure. So yeah, so as I'm doing that, there's a bunch of these ones in bikinis, like, and they're looking at, and they're like, do you know the whole like, oh, giggle, stare kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I notice this, and it's really funny. And then I go back to the person that I'm with at the time, and I kind of smirk, and I'm like, hey, do you mind? Because there were also people looking at them at the same time, and I was just like, because they were this tiny little lost kind of delirious thing. You can see I have a type. I like the people that can't survive on the wild.
Same. Yeah.
And so I'm just like, hey, look, this is actually pretty good. Like, it doesn't taste like this in Ireland. It totally fucking tastes like that in Ireland. And so I reach over and smirk as they like lean forward and like move their hair back and taste the freaking thing.
Whoa.
And I look at the guys and then chuckle, kind of like while they're doing it. And then from behind me, from the ones in bikinis, I hear a very loud audible sigh. And that was the biggest power move ever, and that was so funny. I wasn't expecting the sigh, and I had to try to stop myself from laughing. But it was
crazy.
so funny.
I could never do something like that. That is so too powerful.
But see, the trick is that the person I was with, because they're like a bottom, they can't know what I'm doing. They've got to think I'm genuinely just wanting to feed them ice cream.
Damn.
Because otherwise they wouldn't do it.
No, I would have really thought that you were just wanting to feed me ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. They think that you have an alpha side. Do you agree? Can you howl for us? Just as a treat.
You're like, I mean, I'm not.
That's not one of the questions.
Do it just because you told me to do it.
What if I was assertive about it? Yeah. What if I took a page from your book that you just taught me some of and I convinced you?
I don't think you understand how the brat tamer relationship works.
I'll get good at it.
I'm trying to get you to do shit.
Oh.
And then you're meant to say no. It's not the other way around.
Oh.
But I'll do it for the chat because I am also an entertainer.
Yay.
All right, 1 second. I've got to turn off noise suppression. I hope you know, by the way, that I usually charge money for this.
Oh, so I'll what do you want? I'll dono you $5. How much?
Or you could just go find me in Magic Wave.
And go with the dish soap bottle.
Magic Wave's the place I
that you stream. I know. But should I also bring the dish soap bottle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I usually have one like handy anyway, but a spare one's always good.
Well, I have like a normal one, so we might as well just use like the normal one. You know?
Yeah, but then I don't get to feel like MacGyver.
Well, what is up with you and MacGyver?
He's cool. Like, he makes do with what he's got. You know what I mean? Like country girls make do. You know that meme?
I do know the meme.
Probably not the same context, but I just wanted to mention the meme because I think it's a funny meme.
I think it's exactly the same context.
Yeah, it is. It is actually the exact same context. Man, I need to warm up now. Holy shit.
Warm up? You have to warm up your howls?
Yeah, it's been a while, dude. I say you have to pay for this, but the truth of the matter is no one actually is willing to pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
I'll
pay for it right now.
Right, here we go.
Yeah. Wow.
$5.
That was actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll send you $5. I'll send you $5. I'm gonna write it down right now.
Or even better, I will actually just send you a link to my Magic Wave.
No, deadass, dude. I'm so curious. If that's real, I'm so curious.
It's fucking yeah. Like I'm about to actually record a bunch of jealous boyfriend ASMR.
Wow. For me.
Oh yeah, sure. It's for you, but it'll be on Magic Wave.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'm gonna close my eyes and I can imagine that you just say my name, and that's fine. Wow.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I've never heard of that website as well. I'm gonna write that down because I used to, when I was younger, I used to record BL audios, but I would be on like the opposite half. So it's like you got to, because I feel like a lot of the audios that are out there, it's like the dominant one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the dominant one is like a part of it, and like
I
you
almost
listen
put it
as,
in
like,
your
the
chat.
That's insane. That's insane.
There we go.
And you know,
There-
you imagine like you're like, oh well, I'm the submissive one and I'm listening to the dominant one, but like, what happens to the people that don't want that? Like, what happens whenever they want like to listen to like the submissive one and they want to
Rio?
imagine that they're what?
I love how you're selling this to me, but like, what kind of ASMR do you think I listen to?
I don't know.
Do you really think I'd be listening to the dommy ones?
Well, no, but I'm just saying that like there's not enough of those, you know?
Oh, there definitely isn't. 100% not
yeah,
enough.
like everyone wants to be like the dominant because they think that that's what everybody wants, but that's just not true. That's just not true.
Yeah.
So
no, I fully
when
agree.
I was younger, of age, but when I was younger, I participated. And I put them, well, I didn't know what this website magic whatever was, so I'd put them on SoundCloud. But they were like sloppy, and they were on SoundCloud.
Rio as a SoundCloud was the forbidden SoundCloud rapper.
But no, they literally deleted my account. They were like, it's too much. You've done too much.
Crazy.
So they deleted my account, but I got some pretty good hits on there, and everybody was like, "Wow, you sound so cute," and I'm like, "I know, because I'm good at what I do."
I'm pretty sure I do have some like more submissive ones because like
Wow,
I am
really?
like a voice actor. Yeah. It's like,
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm a little scared. Please be gentle.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a switch. It's what I do.
That's crazy. The UK-full voice that just came out of you, watching it come out of you, was actually insane in my brain, and I still have like not really like processed it. I'm like trying to.
Yeah. I love that for you too. It's the funniest response. It's the funniest response someone could have ever said.
No,
Like see that
guys,
person, see
do
that
we
viewer,
all- do
see
we
that
all
viewer.
want,
I want them. You're mine now.
No. You can't have VVT. VVT's mine. Get your own VVT.
Okay, I will. Where did you get yours?
From Roscoe Graves.
Fuck, I'm not welcome there.
Our next question. Wait, no, hold on. We were talking about PDA. So you're cool with PDA, but you don't really like PDA from other people.
Yeah, well, like
Oh.
if there is someone that is doing it right, then it's okay. But no one is ever doing it right.
I feel also kind of. It's not that I don't actually mind seeing other people PDA. I don't really care about that because I'm like, live your life, diva. But for me, I don't really like. I get like sweaty really easily, and I sweat whenever I get nervous. So if somebody's like doing something like that and I'm like sweating, I'm getting now self-conscious. You know, because I'm like, well, I'm sweaty and my face is like all tight and red, so I don't like. I'm scared. You know, so I don't enjoy it either.
You're still looking at this at the wrong perspective. Like you wouldn't
'cause I'm a
have to think about anything. Like I would be in full control of the situation. Like if it's like a hug, I would be wrapped around your ass. If it's a kiss, then I would have my hand on the back of your head. Like you don't do anything in the situation. You're just there. You're just happy you're there.
Whoa.
There's a big, you know what I mean? Like if yeah, I 100% agree with you, right? Like if you're put in that awkward situation and it's kind of like, do you know when you're pushed up onto the stage and no one gives you directions? Like no one likes that, right?
Right.
But if you're like, yeah, so it's like that's not what I do to you, know?
Wow,
That would
he's
suck.
so
That would be
dominant.
reflect badly on me.
Wow. Yow!
It's not dominant. It's just like
It
if I'm the one
feels dominant
initiating
to
it.
me. It feels dominant to me. Just because I
think it's
maybe
just
because
normal.
maybe because I my standards are like the actual floor. You know? So like
I'm glad I could subvert your standards.
Thanks. Now, everybody else that comes after you, I'll write it down that they gotta live up to that. Our next question, our final question.
9 inches
that
off the
was,
floor.
9 inches off the floor? I'm 9 inches underneath the floor. That's how bad it is. Our last question that was audience submitted is, what is a major relationship deal breaker for you?
A major relationship deal breaker with you.
Mm.
Simple. I could tell you right now.
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, no matter how fucked up it might be. And if you are not okay with that, and if you're not okay with like knowing the shit that I do, the shit that I like, even if you don't have to accept it. You don't have to be okay with it. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, you know, you can totally be like, oh, I don't want to be like strung from the ceiling, right? That's fine. But I need to know that I can say it to you without worrying too much and having to read between the lines and shit. And even worse is if you tell me it's okay, but you're not actually okay.
Not actually okay with it.
Yeah, like I need to be able to just absolutely trust you with myself, right? And because me opening up to you is a privilege, right? And but in the same way, I expect you to be able to do the same to me. There's got to be no friction, which is a very high bar. I understand, and not everyone is ready for that kind of relationship.
I don't think that's necessarily a high bar, though. I think that expecting communication out of somebody and just having it be like clear, and even if you're not ready for that type of thing, letting them know, like, you know, like, hey, maybe I'm not okay with that, but I'll work to be okay with that, you know, like that.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
and it's like, for example, like for me, like my very big rule that I've like always kept is like, safe word means we stop everything completely, but it's not a punishment. It's we stop everything completely so that we can reflect and get better and be better for each other. That's my big thing. So it's not just safe word, teehee, okay, we step a second back. It's like, no, safe word, we stop. We're done for the night, but that's okay. That's my big thing for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and they have to be comfortable with using it.
Not a lot of people are that understanding. So that is really nice. That is really nice.
They should be.
I also think that people should be, but sometimes people, so something that is, for me, I feel like is like a stressful thing is whenever it doesn't stop, you know, and then it is re-asked over and over. It's like, but because then you're put in a situation, you know, and you're like, well, I know what the other party would like, you know, but I don't know how to, like, because it is a continuous ask. It's like, well, is my answer enough? Like, you know, and then you feel weird about yourself.
Yeah, that should never happen. That should never happen, because it's literally like, let's say they say they're not comfortable with it. They know I want it. It's like the whole thing you're saying, where you're like
that's why you're there in the first place, right?
Yeah, and so it's like, if they haven't said it, this is gonna sound really dumb, but you know, sea monkeys only breed when the conditions are right.
Yeah.
But when it is right, they will do it. That's the way I look at it. It's just like, it's my job to make the conditions right, and when they're ready, they will initiate it. And that's always the thing. I always tell people, like in all my relationships and everything, and every, you know, I'm always like, I will initiate it now, and I will not initiate it again until you initiate it. But just know that I would, if I could, I would do this 3 times a day. So don't even worry about me. But it's got to be like, I will do it now because these are my needs, but it's got to be your needs too, and we've got to meet those. Yeah, it's got to be a mutual,
let's meet in the middle type of thing.
Exactly. So it's like, and then I also tell them, just know that the moment you initiate, I will be initiating the next day as well.
That's crazy! That's crazy! That's so much! Wow.
I mean, look, hey, look, but obviously sometimes it's a joke. You got to read the room. You got to read the room. But yeah, no, I think you get what I mean. I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. Do you also have a word that's for taking a break but get back into it later? I feel like something like that, though. If it's like the same day, like I know if I was putting myself in that position, I don't know if even if I said like a different word to like be like, okay, let's start it up again. I think I'd rather be with somebody that would say like, hey, let's not actually. Like, I know that that's what you're saying right now immediately, but I want you to, like, if you are already feeling uncomfortable for whatever reason, we shouldn't continue like so quickly. You know,
Yeah,
just like I want you to like think about it, because sometimes in a moment, like your brain will move really fast, or like you'll think about the other person too much, and then you'll want to like give and do service for them or something like that. But then like later on, you might not feel good about it yourself, you know?
Exactly.
And then that puts like you in like a tough situation, because then what happens whenever you start looking at your partner that really does care about you in like kind of a negative light. Because
exactly, it becomes a chore.
Yeah, and it's stressful, and then it's like, are you ever gonna have a good time? You know, because you'll just continuously put yourself in that position. You know, or at least that's kind of how it feels to Riyo. I have no experience.
Yeah, no, I agree. yeah, same. I have no experience at all.
No experience.
Yeah, when I said relationships earlier, I meant like visual novels.
Vague visual novels. Yep.
Visual novels.
The things that I read and I project myself into.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, no, even something as simple as, let's say they're physically tired. Once again, like if the person that I am, like my partner at that time, is physically tired, then it's better to leave it there. It's better to let it simmer, and end it strong, and just be like, and keep it sacred. You know what I mean? Keep the moment sacred. If you take a break, one person's gonna go get a drink, the other person's gonna start watching YouTube shorts. Like, where's the fun in that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's genuinely what's gonna happen. And also in terms of hygiene, like y'all gotta go piss, and then it's, you know what I mean? Like
there's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot of moving parts, and it's just never worth it. It's never worth it. But eventually, what the trick to that is to eventually work on both your stamina, and that's something that takes time, and that's something that takes trust.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
It is, but don't worry, it gets easier.
I'm sure in your hands it will. Sorry, that's crazy. I'm sorry, I apologize. That was our final audience submitted question. Thank you guys for submitting. I know that we had some more questions. I only picked out 5 of them. I appreciate the audience submitted questions that I did pick. And if you would like to submit for our next opponent, please feel free to as well. I will reset the questions every single time. But thank you so much for giving us tier-centric questions. I feel like I learned lots about you, actually. And very insightful things. You're very well spoken.
I'm glad, but I do have regrets in that if this is a date, I would hate to be the one doing this much talking.
Hey, really? Wait, what? Then do you have questions to ask Riyo then?
Yeah, of course. I could definitely ask you some questions. But we do have a schedule and stuff. But like I only
have one more game for you.
Okay, yeah, then I can definitely ask you some questions.
You don't have to,
because that's the thing. It's like, realistically, I'm an open book, right?
Yeah.
I will. It's pretty easy, but it's just like, the person that I'm with, I want to hear more about them. I hate being the one that does the most talking.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can do the most talking. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if I'm on a date with you, I want to know about you.
Wow. Yeah, nobody ever... I've been on a couple of dates from time to time. Nobody ever really asked Riyo the questions. I feel like I'll ask something and then I just kind of like listen. You know?
If you like that, then that's fine, I guess.
I don't know if I do, though. I don't know if I do. In my brain, I tell myself I don't like talking about myself, but I think that that's just only because I've never been given the opportunity to, and people kind of like push that out of me, because people are like, well, you're annoying, or like, you always talk about yourself, or like, you're always doing, you put so much of yourself out there already. I don't need to know about you because I already know. So I feel like I've put myself in a position where I'm like, automatically, I'm not gonna talk about myself the whole time, you know?
Man, yeah, I'm sorry you've been in those situations. Like, for me, it's like, I can
okay.
instantly tell when I'm compatible with someone. Like, I know for a fact I'm compatible with them. But it's like, so it's like, I know that I'm good on that front. So it's like, I want to know about them. I want to know I want to know their limits. I want to know, because I'm up for anything. Yo, chat, listen to me carefully. What's it called? Your dom is only as freaky as he thinks he's allowed to be. Right,
crazy.
that is the truth. That is the truth. So remember that. But that's kind of, I like to probe. I like to see people's limits. I like to see what they want. I like to see what I can do to reward them and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I see. again with the reward. You know, it's like it really is dog training.
Basically, yeah.
Did you know?
Except I'm not a dog person.
I found what really? You
No.
don't like dogs?
I like other people's dogs.
You just don't want to own one yourself?
Yeah, too much effort. I mean,
That's fair.
that's what I have my partner for. If I ever have a partner, you know.
Right. So I found out recently. I did one of those like pet name tier lists. You know? And
That's me.
You're a tier list? Shut up.
Because you know. Here.
I knew the second I said tier list, you were gonna say some shit.
See,
I was
like I said, I'm an
nah.
open book.
Nah. I found out. Because I was testing the things out. I was like, I thought that I figured everything out about me. And then I found out the puppy was an option, and I quickly found out that there was something wrong with me. Because that was in my highest tier, and I never thought about that ever before in my life.
Do you want me to I do have a collar and a leash
Stop.
that I could give
I
you.
don't know. I don't know if I'd be into that. Well, maybe I don't know. I've never tried.
It's
I don't know.
not. It's nice, and it's like it's a like kind of purpley, kind of velvety.
Purple. I hate purple. No, I don't hate
Really?
purple. That was cruel. I don't hate purple.
That would make me.
Everybody
That
that's a
would,
purple
make me
enjoyer.
want to put it on you more.
No.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn
No,
to
what
like
the-
you gotta learn to like
what
the
the-
collar. It's actually way more fun if they don't initially like the collar. I think we've established this. Yeah. I definitely prefer that.
That's good. Of course you definitely prefer that. Of course you definitely prefer that. Nah, I'd be embarrassed wearing that. So you like
Good.
humiliation?
Well, it can't be permanent. Eventually, they have to work past.
Work
But
past
we'll
it.
work on that
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Because really, I think that ultimately, feeling humiliated and things like that, feeling shy about those types of things, are only because, like, you don't like fully feel comfortable with the person, right?
Yeah, and like listen, Ariel, you don't have to worry. I think you'd look great in purple, and I think purple would look great in you. And you need to be okay with that. But that's not. But it's fine if you're not, for now. We'll work on it.
Don't lean in while you say that.
I was drinking
That's
water.
crazy. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, all right. We are moving on to our next and final section, which is red flag, green flag. And I have picked out 5 different what people say are red flags, and I want you to tell me if they are a red flag for you or a green flag for you, and why or why not. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. First up, emotional intelligence. Is that a red flag for you or a green flag?
I think it is a green flag if it is true emotional intelligence.
Mhm.
You have people that think they are,
Mm.
but it just means. But yeah,
They just think
true
that
emotional-
they're very, yeah.
exactly. Do you know they say the smartest people are the people that know they're dumb.
Yeah! I'm stupid as
It's like-
fuck! By the way, guys, I'm really stupid. I'm smart, by the way.
But you're smart. Yeah. See.
Yeah.
The people who claim they're smart all the time are usually not smart.
That's true.
And so with emotional intelligence, I don't want someone that's just like, oh, okay, whatever. It's it's more like this who I am, like whatever. It's the people that know they're flawed, understand that, and understand they need me to help them through it.
So somebody who is just overall, I feel like being like an overall like matured, evolved version of yourself is definitely a green flag. But thinking that you have already grown all you possibly can and have like nothing to work on or anything, I don't quite know if that's actual true emotional intelligence, you know?
Exactly. The people that think that the world has to change, not them.
And then like the people around them, they're like, oh well, I'll help you through it. And I'm like, well, sometimes it really is like a two-way street, you know?
You can only ever. Here's the thing. Even at the dumbest dom, like we can only do so much. We can point you in the direction, but you've got to take the steps yourself.
Right, absolutely.
And you know, and that's just the way. That's just the way it is, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I mean, people can't walk, like hold your hand throughout everything. You know, they have to also. You have to want to move on and like move forward
Exactly.
as well too. People can tell you all you want, but if you have to also want it for yourself and like understand why you need it as well.
I had a friend that came to me and they were kind of like really affected by things that people said, And this is a thing, and they were just like, oh, I can't believe they said that, and they were being more like angry about it and be kind of stubborn about it. And what I told them was, this is super simple. It's just like, the only time that what those people say defines you is when you start repeating what they're saying back to yourself. And like, if you can't acknowledge that, then, you know, honestly, stop bringing it up. But if you can, then we'll work through it.
Whoa.
And
That's
and
good
we
advice, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Close to home right now, for real. Sorry, I was like, damn. No, because I've been hard on myself lately, and I think it's also just because I'm also in my brain. I'm like, I normally am a very strong-minded person, but I've become a little bit weak lately, and I think that a lot of it is that same thing, you know?
Rio.
Yeah.
Real talk, bro.
Yeah.
You haven't become weak. You're going through a period where you feel weak. There's a very different. There's a big difference there.
He's so nice. Fuck, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, because that is right though, because I think that somebody that is mentally strong would not realize, or wouldn't like, how do I learn this? Somebody that is like mentally strong would sit here and be able to know, like, this is happening to me. I realize that this is happening to me. I want to do better at this, you know? Whereas I think that somebody that is actually, like, not able to work through that is somebody that is more weak. Does that make sense? Does that sound rude? Does that sound rude to say?
If I understand what you're saying, I understand what you're trying to say. I don't think it's weakness. I genuinely think people are smart, and I think it's just denial, because the thing is, facing up to that is hard. It is hard, right? And not everyone has the coping mechanisms to face it, so it's easier to deny it. I don't know if that makes them weak in a sense. It's just hard. That's, you know what I mean? It's like, just because I lose an Elden Ring repeatedly doesn't make me a shit gamer.
Well,
you know, it's a hard fucking game. I don't lose an Elden Ring. Elden Ring was really easy. Oh, my bad.
Oh. I've been watching Jun like struggle at it for like weeks now.
Okay, to be fair, Jun is playing that game on like hard mode. Like, he is playing carry. Like, he is purposely nerfing himself. Jun is a god tier gamer, and I will bow my knee to him any day.
Very true. Yeah, I overall though, I think emotional intelligence I think is also pretty much a green flag. I know that some people think that like emotional intelligence, if somebody's like too emotionally intelligent, they think that like, oh well, what if they manipulate me? Like, what if they have all these ulterior motives or something that, you know?
That's an insecurity on their part.
I was thinking like that just means that you don't trust the person that you're with, and then why are you even there?
Why are you even with them? Yeah, exactly. Why are you there?
Right. Right.
It is also the job of the other person to prove to them they're not to make them feel
to
safe.
like kind of help them feel safe, but
if that's a blanket red flag on everyone that's emotionally intelligent, then yeah, that's on you.
Yeah. Well, then I'll lead that one, and I'll jump around a little bit, and I'll lead that into a different one.
Oh, you're leading me? All right.
Oh, no, sorry. Are you
I don't mind. I don't mind. I want to see what you can do.
Okay, shut up. I was gonna say, well, let's lead into our next red flag. Constantly needs reassurance. Red flag, green flag.
Constantly needs reassurance. Definitely not a red flag. But it's definitely not something that I would be happy with if by the time we're old they're still like that. I think it would be like, it's okay to need reassurance, but it's okay to but they need to know that it's not permanent. Like, this is something we can work on, because you're fine and you're perfect, and you should know that you're perfect just by being with me. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
like, I have high standards. I'm not going to settle for anyone else.
Why would you like spend time with somebody that you genuinely don't enjoy the presence of?
Exactly, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, and I don't like to waste time. See, that's another thing with trust, right? It's always a two-way street. You said it before. It's a two-way street. But I don't think it's a red flag. I don't think it's a red flag. I think it's something you can nurture.
Yeah, I think that it's like a mid tier for me. I do think that whenever you have said over and over, like, yes, like this is fine, I think that, you know, then it becomes a point where it's like there are things that I can't do to make you feel 100% in that, and that is like something that you need to like soul search for yourself a little bit.
And that
because
goes back to the
obviously
whole
of what
thing we
I'm
were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're so right. That goes back to what you said before, how like, you know, it's like they have to be willing to try. You said that before.
Right.
And if they're not willing to try, that's different. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Right? That means they just want the attention. They don't want to ever work on themselves. Also, quippers in chat. Also, I feel really bad for cutting you off. I'm sorry.
No.
I just wanted, but as what's called Quipper said as well, some people think emotional intelligence flipping out over nothing. That is definitely a red flag. That is definitely a red flag.
I think that if there is a problem, or if there's something that you foresee as a problem, or something that upsets you, I think making a big scene out of something rather than just like having a conversation over something is gonna make them never want to have just like a or like do anything. Honestly,
You're so right.
Like
You're so
they're
right.
not gonna want to do anything, or they're gonna be walking on like eggshells the whole time, and that's not
Trust is
that's
a
not a
privilege.
way to live. That's
It's not.
honestly
It's not.
horrible.
Trust
for
me. I
anybody
was in
involved.
that for 6 years. I mean, what? I've never looked at a person in my life.
That's insane. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll believe that. Everything reminds him of her.
Every red flag reminds you.
That's insane. That's insane. I feel like it's a different one every time, a different person. But they're all, you know, whatever. Whatever. Our next one will be someone who rushes the relationship. So an I love you 2 months in, or a let's move in together 4 months in.
I've figured out a flaw in this game,
What's the flaw?
because you're saying these are red flags. I look at them as challenges.
Is that a flaw with the game, or is that a flaw with you? No, I don't
That's a
no.
great question.
See, I
it's like,
purposely picked ones that could go either way.
oh, okay, that's
Ones
fair,
that
that's fair.
ones that like, because obviously if I pick like abuse, like red flag, like, but
or even worse, first conversation is what's your zodiac?
hey now, what is
Yeah,
your
that was
zodiac?
I'm a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. I was born on midnight between the two.
Wow, that's so fun.
I mean, what? My VTuber birthday's in April.
Oh, so you're an Aries.
Yeah.
Interesting. That makes sense too.
Yeah,
That makes sense too.
Actually, wait, no, I got creative freedom. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, no, my birthday's I'm a Capricorn Sagittarius cusp.
No, you can still be born in April and say that is your zodiac. I'll give you that.
I don't want to be an Aries.
Why not? All of my favorite
offense,
people are
no.
Aries.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be them
Why?
because I'm me, and that makes me better.
That's crazy. Red flag.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I am a red flag. I mean, like, after
That's
this,
why I
I'm
like
gonna
you.
ask.
It's alright. So if somebody wanted to rush the relationship, how would you personally feel? Would you go with the flow for that and see where it goes, or would you just kind of be like, hey, we need to take a step back and kind of reevaluate some things?
Why are they rushing? That's what I would find out.
Well, I
'cause
think
sometimes-
ultimately it would be that they just want to like be with you that bad. Like, what if it was just because they love you so much and they're like obsessed with you? You
See,
know?
there's be with you that bad, and there's escape where they were that bad. Those are the two reasons why someone would rush. Sometimes people don't like where they are, and they just want to move on to the next step. And that is something that you, as someone who's more dominant and as someone who's, you know, gonna be taking care of this person, it needs to be aware of, because that is something, because like if they're trying to run too fast, they could trip and they could fall and they could really hurt themselves. And so there's times where sometimes it's okay to let them do their thing, and but you also still need to be sure that you've still got your foot on the accelerator and you're controlling the speed to an extent that they're still happy, they're not feeling held back, they're not feeling like their love is unrequited. but at the same time, you need to do it. Here's the perfect. Let me summarize this. You need to know how fast they can go without getting hurt, and you need to be in charge of making sure that you don't go too fast, but let them go. You don't want to be the person that's constantly tugging on their dog's lead. You know what I mean? It always goes back to dogs. But
I know what you are.
And, yeah, like it is what it is. But like you see, when people are walking the dog, there's a little bit of slack. There's a little bit of slack, but at the same time, the dog is still happy, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, you'll see that it starts to sort of come back and then walk alongside you. Once it realizes, like, hey, I have the option to do this, and this is fine, but you know, now I respect you, and I'm gonna make sure that like we're both walking together. And I think that's where it is. That's what it's about. So I would say it's a medium. It really depends on the situation. It really depends on a lot of things.
Yeah. I get that too. I think that a lot of people definitely do get like swept up in feelings really fast. So sometimes people are very like, hey, let's just like see where it goes. But a lot of the times people are like extreme, like, you're my world now. Which is also like that's me with my VIP. That's because I'm addicted to them. But on average, I try not to, you know, be in that situation, because also, like, you have to consider the other person too. And if you're doing so much, you know, like they might not like your company as much, and that's like, that's not healthy. That's bad for longevity, I guess.
Rio, you are such a good sub.
Thanks for noticing.
No, like that's a very important thing that a sub should know.
Well,
like,
yes.
Hey, no, you'd be surprised.
Really?
See, I feel like if you've had a bunch of bad experiences on the other side, I've had really bad experiences on this side, where it's just like,
guys, we're compatible. Vote for us.
Well, we're both traumatized, but in the opposite spectrums.
Yeah. No. I think, no, because I think that, because you can, it'll put yourself in like a sticky situation.
Exactly.
I've gone on like dates with a lot of people who like immediately are. There is this one time
in dating sims.
Yes, in dating sims. Don't read into it. And well, I never really like had like full on like really like serious stuff, you know. But I've had a lot of people who really wanted a lot of serious stuff, and that, but like really quickly, like serious stuff really quickly. And I'm like, well, what is this? What is this supposed to? What, like, how am I supposed to? Like, I know that like you enjoy. I know that. Okay, listen. I am the type of person that kind of bends to what people need, and it's not in a way that's sacrificing my personality at all, but it is in a way that's like, I sit there and
sorry,
I'm like,
that hit home. That hit home so goddamn hard.
Well, yeah, because like if you can like tell, it's very easy. At least for me, it's easy to tell what type of people and what type of figure people need in their lives at what time. And it's not that I'm changing or altering myself to fit that, but it's like I have that capability to be that person and still authentically be myself. So it's like you want to be able to provide that, because if you care about the person, that's what you want to be able to provide for them at that time, so they can meet you there, and then you can like move on and you can like grow and you know just continue to like bloom into new and already explored but meeting type of variants of yourself.
Exactly.
But a lot of people will take that person that you are giving to them because you like you obviously like you care and like you love them, or like or not, maybe not love them, but like you care about them, and you want to be sure that they're happy, especially if you're joining in like in a
joining in on the raid that just came in.
What the hell? Yowie Raid, that's crazy, Rena! Thank you so much, Yowie Raid. How are you?
That was such a good segue.
Welcome
You're
in.
welcome.
Welcome into the welcome. How are you? Do you like Tear's outfit?
This isn't yaoi. This is just two boys kissing.
It's just, I mean, Pride Month's over, so we can't really.
No, we can't.
It's just.
Well, no, we're kissing, but like platonically. Like the tongues are purely friends, are just friends.
Oh wait, tongues are in it? I don't know how to do that.
Oh, I can show you. It's actually really simple. Well, it actually depends
There's
on the person.
no way that's simple. There's no way.
Well, it is because it depends on what people like. There's no one way to do it. That's why everyone like it's one of those things where people think that there is a way and that's the only right way. It's like, no, some people like it when you. I'm not gonna.
What? That's crazy though. That's crazy. No, I get it.
I've got my 3 that I rotate between until I see whichever one that they prefer the most.
Wow. And you can just like tell? Yeah, I know that you can. Never mind. I know.
Well, it's not even a tell. Trust me, they'll let you know. They will let you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No, you really do need to give a masterclass on Magic Wave, of course.
I hope that'll be such shit ASMR. Freaking like wiki how to make out
holy shit,
ASMR.
Holy shit, no, that would get. I'd click it. I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
Do you know what, Rio? Wait, you're a fucking genius. I'm actually gonna put that out in my next.
No,
in my
I'm
next
fucking serious. Like people would think it's so funny. It's like that one guy that used to be on.
It'll be like
that one ginger guy that used to be on. Oh my god, I can't even say the website. Orange website. Sure. But it was literally just like him, and he's like, I shine your shoes for you.
Yeah, like
It's
I
like
would
that
definitely
guy.
be like, it would be a, oh my gosh, it would be like friend comes to your house because like she's with a guy, and like it's like best friend, but it's like she wants to know to kiss because they've never kissed before, so you're guiding her through it, and then eventually.
Wait, that's kind of
it's kinda
hot.
Like, yeah. I'm doing that. That's
Wait,
actually
wait,
the entire
I need
script just wrote
royalties.
itself.
What the hell? That's crazy. No, I don't need royalties.
I will give you a schmeckle.
I like a schmeckle. Beggars can't be
Oh,
choosers,
chat,
and
you hear
I
that?
am
You
begging.
hear that? Bro wants one whole schmeckle.
A
Talk about
schmeckle.
wanting to go do fast.
Hey, no. Hey, wait. I thought a schmeckle was like a currency.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Oh, okay. That's really nice. Tears a ruthless businessman. That's very true, Rena. How was your stream, by the way? I hope that Minecraft was very fun. I've been flirting with boys. This is everyone. I'm Rio. It's nice to meet you. This is my yaoi guest today. This is Tier Noir. And we're trying to see if we're compatible. Welcome.
Hey, Rena, I'm really
Okay,
shy,
don't.
but I'm really happy to be here. I don't know if I'm doing all right. I don't know if we're that
That's a joke. That's a joke. I was actually...
baby. You. Sorry. I'm sorry. Nobody
Stop
liked
that. Never do that
Everybody
again.
left.
Never do that in my
Everybody left chat. Everybody
All
left.
right, Real, turn around. Turn around.
Are you gonna spank me? What is
Yeah.
this? Okay. Shoot. Score.
Now, what do you say?
Oh, I apologize.
No, you say thank you. What the fuck?
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, good.
Sorry.
You're look. We're trying to perform in front of your dom. Come on, Rena. Tell him how disappointed you are in him.
No, don't say that. No, don't say that. No, I'll fold quick. Our next red flag. Somebody who gets jealous easily.
See, once again, this is a hard one because if my partner's getting jealous, that's my fault.
You think so?
Because well, like in a thing where it's like you need to know that like you need to. It's like I've failed as a dom if my partner questions my motives ever.
This is so interesting because I never look at anything from this perspective ever. Because I never, you know.
It's like you should know what if I'm talking to a girl and I am flirting with her and I am interested, you should know. But I always consider jealousy as more of the like I was just talking to a friend, right? Like if I'm hanging out with like let's say Rena, and like you're getting jealous.
Well, I'm
like,
jealous because Rena's
wrong.
giving you attention and not me, and that's my son, so.
Okay, fair. That's true. Let's go for something more neutral. Let's say I can't think of anyone else. You're just
Go with
kind
like
of a
Maeve
bottom
or
for
something. I
everyone,
don't know.
really.
Shut the fuck up.
No, because I consider Rena one of the boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yes.
But so I can't be like talking to Maeve because Maeve is like I consider her like a very sophisticated woman. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. To me, Maeve is one of the boys. But in like a Yuri way. Does that make sense?
In a Yuri way, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Rita's
That's true.
packing,
I'm
so.
a game man.
Yeah. She's packing.
But yeah, so like it's kind of like you need to know my intention. I need you to know that. But you know what I mean? So if I am flirting with someone and you're like, hey, are you flirting with them? Then that's fine. I don't consider that jealousy. I consider that warranted. Do you know? But I need like maybe early on in the relationship. But even then, if it's happening too early, that's an issue. I wouldn't really like that. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird because it's happening late in the relationship. It's my fault. If it's happening early, then that's a red flag. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. That does make sense. That does make sense. For me, something like that, I feel. Well, okay, so I need to, in my brain, I need to work through the difference between being possessive over somebody and being jealous. You know, because I feel like that there is a difference, and I like when someone's a little possessive.
Yeah, see, possessive is fine because it's like, remember, like I said, we talked about this before, like the airport thing or the ice cream thing.
Right,
it's like,
right. I think
I don't
that's
mind
sexy. Right.
I love it when when like someone that I'm with is looking really hot and really sexy, as long as I'm right there next to them. I don't care who's looking at them. I don't care who they're talking to, as long as I'm sitting there and they know that that person's mine.
Wow.
And I'm smirking at that person the entire time because they are so jealous, and I love that.
Wow. That's never happened to me before.
Which one?
Both.
Because I'm pretty sure you've been in many chairs.
Wait, shut the fuck up. I doubt that. No, I also think that jealousy, like, cause what do you mean, like, what do you mean me going out with my friends for 2 hours to get lunch makes you upset? Like,
if it's your friends, if it's your friends, they know you're with me, and if they don't, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
And also another thing is, I know that I'm probably the best that most people, like, I'm like, if I'm with someone, I know that I'm the best that they can get. You know what I mean?
I mean,
so I don't need to be jealous.
For clarity, Tyr's very handsome, and also, I mean, the flag is here. He's also emotionally intelligent. We already talked about that. So yeah, I mean, I feel like you would be a pretty good catch.
Yeah, I mean, just wait until we go to the point where I'm asking you questions and ask you to name all the red flags you've spotted in me.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be fun.
No, that's scary.
But yeah, no, but like I said, it's like, if you're just going out with your friends, it's kind of like, that's whatever. Like, I know you're not gonna cheat on me, and if you do, I'm gonna take that as an L on me. And I was like, fuck.
So,
you know what I mean?
I'd been on a handful of visual novel dates, right? And
yes, of course.
there was this one guy, and he was like going on dates with me in the visual novel, and then I found out that he was also going out on dates with like somebody else.
Ew.
But like, I never thought that we were like super, like, cause to me, like, we weren't like any official type thing or anything, but I was just kind of like, oh well, I would have liked to like at least know, cause now I'm just like, I don't want to have to put in so much effort for somebody that is like trying to be serious with me, but then also be serious with somebody else at the same time. Like, that didn't make any sense. So I just like told him, I was like, hey, can you just like, I don't care if this is what you're doing. Can you just like tell me though? Cause now I'm just wasting my time. And he was like, well, you're not mad. You're not. And I'm like, well, I don't really care. Like, can we just, now you're wasting my time. Cause now you're acting like a piss baby. Cause you wanted me to like scold you for this or something. And I'm like, I just don't have the time. Like, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. Like, you gotta make a decision. You're grown. So like, I'm not gonna play these like games and be like, oh no, woe is me, I'm so jealous that you decided to see a woman whenever Riyo was right here. Am I not enough? Yeah. You know, like, what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, you are literally such a good sub, because you need to be able to have that conversation with people. You need to be okay with that. You can't be a doormat. That's boring.
Like, you keep saying you're such a good sub.
You are like, this is just the way it.
Yeah.
No, but that is, you are. You genuinely are, and that's like, that is a compliment, because not many people are. Because like, some people think that sub means doormat. Some people think sub means.
And that's not true. Like, I mean, listen.
It's not.
Listen.
It is not.
I will pillow princess when I need to. You know.
Yeah.
But you also do have to be able to like understand the relationship too, and like be able to give in a relationship too. It's not just the dominant person being the only person that is putting any input into anything. And
If
like giving
anything,
in a relationship.
I would say
you know?
that if anything, in my opinion, I have a lot more respect for subs
Mm.
because it is very easy to be. It is
A
it is
horrible
very
one?
easy to be a dom. It's very easy to be a dom.
Eh, I can't relate. I
Maybe.
can't
Oh, you
relate
know
to
what? You know what? Maybe I'm biased. Maybe this
I
is just
think you
because the
might
thing
be.
comes. But is still in. Oh shit. Oh, we're back. No, like in my opinion, like, it's. Wait, am I still on? Am I
Yeah,
still on?
no,
You might turn it off
yeah,
for a
you're
sec.
fine. I see you.
Okay, so yeah, it's just like, I guess the sub is like, they don't control the pace, but I would consider them kind of like, it's very hard to. I guess I'm also the kind of person that would say that it's harder to be a kid than an adult as well, because my job here is to. This is a really weird mentality. We're going back to the dogs.
I can't
So my
believe
job-
it. We need to take a shot every time Tyr talks about everybody being a fucking puppy to him.
So it's like my job here is
Mm.
to make sure that that I'm not pushing you beyond your limits.
Mm.
But your job is to be at your limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
see.
my limit is way higher, right? I
Ah.
could go, you know, like freaking as far as I want.
Mm.
But you're the one who's like, I like seeing someone earnestly struggling. And I think that's the most attractive thing.
That's good.
And I think that's, you know what I mean?
I do. It's so blunt. I love when somebody earnestly struggles.
Yeah, because I don't.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
something I can't
crazy.
really, you know
Like,
what I mean?
I mean, you
It's-
can't like fake to do that. Like you have to like
exactly.
actually.
And the
like,
fact
it's
that
gotta
you're
come
able to
naturally.
say like no and whatever, that's, and like the fact that you're able to communicate,
Mm.
that's so important because it shows you're trying.
Oh.
If someone isn't communicating, if someone's doing nothing, then they could be checked out or they could be way past their limit, right?
Mm.
But you don't know, right? You don't
Mm.
know that. And especially if they're just checked out and they're just being quote unquote bottom, you know, and they're not real. That's not
Well, yeah,
what it's
because
about. That's not fun.
sometimes it's just like freaking labels to people. I'm like, this is lifestyle, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're so right. You're so right. Good Rio. Good Rio.
Thanks. Thank you. All right, I have got one more red flag, quote unquote, or green flag, who knows? Your friends don't like them.
Okay. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I would actually. Okay, this is gonna be my first. One,
Whoa.
right? I think it is a red flag, because, but that depends solely on your ability to pick your friends.
That's also true. But I mean, if you have a bad ability to pick your friends, you probably have a bad ability to pick out your partner,
Yeah, you're
too,
right.
you know?
Yeah, you're so right. Honestly, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I know, like, let's say, even though like there's people that I can trust, I can trust their opinion,
Mm.
right? Like, even as just with normal people, like you and Rena both, right?
Never trust
I
us.
could be like, no, I'd be like, if I were
Never
to present someone to you and be like, are you getting bad vibes? And you say, because I know you'll tell me.
Yeah.
I know you'll tell me, and I know it won't be,
Mm.
there won't be like any freaking ulterior motive there.
Right.
You know, it's just whatever, because it's just so natural, right? It's just like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, no, this person, yeah, I don't get the, especially for Rena. Rena would just tell me that person's a shithead.
No, absolutely. The amount of times that Rena's like, how do you feel about this person? I'm like, what do you, I mean, what answer do you want me to tell you? The one that I really truly feel or not?
That's so valid. I should start doing that. That would
That's crazy. That's crazy.
because then they already know you don't approve.
That's
But it's
true,
like,
too,
okay,
yeah.
because sometimes that's all they want to know, right?
Yeah,
like-
yeah, they don't need to know any more details. Just like, well,
Exactly,
okay,
exactly.
good enough for me. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So if I was answering for myself, I would say it's a red flag because I would consider myself very good at choosing my friends. That's why we're friends, Rio.
Wow. Well, I'm trying to be more than friends, Tyr Noir. Sorry, that was sorry.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's
Thanks.
okay. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Thanks. I'm never gonna say things like that ever again, by the way.
You can in time. You just gotta earn the right.
That's crazy. When I start wearing the purple collar, right?
No, a bit before that. Purple collar, like that'll be like
Before
that's
that?
kind of like a long-term goal. Yeah, because I understand that it comes from a place that's like that's a very deep-rooted thing. But you saying thing that's
The
just that's a
deep-rooted thing
reward.
is literally just because I don't like the color purple.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
No, but the deep-rooted thing is that like you wear what I tell you to wear.
Oh no, I wouldn't mind that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, as long as it's cute though. Like you can't pick out like ugly.
In
Like
that
if you're
case-
gonna tell me to wear ugly clothes, like I'm like, no. Like it's gotta like, it's gotta be.
I
Like,
wouldn't do that
fashionable.
to you.
You can't,
I
like,
wouldn't do
make
that
me
to
wear,
you in
like, a
public.
fucking polo.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's one big thing, right? It's like I won't make you wear ugly shit because that's not the point. Like I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to show you that you look good in whatever,
Oh.
in whatever I choose.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. As long as it's not a polo. Or like a
If you're on a
Hawaiian
polo,
shirt.
you would look so good as a random ass golfer.
Why do you not like me suddenly? You've been nice to me for 2 hours and 5 minutes, and now suddenly you hate me.
I just think it would be really funny for like
That's
real
I do
golf
have
outfit.
a golf glove. I have a single
That does-
golf
like,
glove.
I'm
on.
talking like full like polo, like freaking the
That's
white pants,
ugly.
the belt, the little hat. But it would look really funny, but like in a cool way. Like it would be like, man, I did not. It's like when you
Raise of
see your
hands, does anybody think any golfer has ever looked cool ever? I want to
cool
see
isn't the
hands
word.
in
They look
chat.
sophisticated.
No,
You know, it's like when your tomboy friend shows up in a dress. You know what I mean?
no, because then I'm like, where's my fun lesbian? Who are you? Who forced you into this? You know?
Valid concern. Valid concern. The answer is me, but valid concern.
Insane. If you aren't pulling the jorts with juicy on the back, what are you even? What? Name
You're
a
so
golfer that has ever said that. A golfer that has ever said that.
Tiger Woods probably said it.
Well, we're not. Well, he's also like a certified piece of shit, I think, right?
Well, yeah, but that wasn't the question, Rio.
That's
That wasn't the
true.
question.
That's true. My bad.
Tomboys in dresses are peak. You know, respectfully, like I am friends with this person. This is purely platonic, but I get a chuckle every time like Obake Pam rocks up in the dress, like in the dress. I'm just like, you know, where the hoodie at? Where the hoodie? It's in the bag, isn't it?
It feels silly.
But she rocks it. She does rock it.
That's
It is
how I
peak.
feel every time. Do you know Nova Alkami?
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime she's like all girlyful, cutieful, I'm like, I get it.
I see what you're going for. I see the
like,
vision.
Bestie, bro? Like, where's my bestie, bro?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm like,
And it's like I
she's one of the
respect it.
boys, you know. So I'm like, well,
Oh, 100%.
right. Yeah. Okay.
It's like when I go all uke.
Well,
No,
I
see,
can
then
help
you
you
get
with that. I can help you
territorial.
with that.
That's it. You can help me with that?
I can
All
help
right. Are you going to give me a master class?
I can. I did like a sicko uke mode on an IRIAM live not too long ago, and everyone folded so fast. It was so fun. It was crazy. It was more than
sicko
what I
mode?
normally do on average. It was a different.
Right.
It was a different type, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, because you're naturally super bottom, but if you're
Well, yeah.
actually forcing
I'm-
yourself to be bottom, that's
Imagine
like
the most bottom guy that you know forcing himself to be more bottom.
it's
that's
like if
the
the Hulk was
craziest
actually
thing.
Bruce Banner, and then when the Hulk turns into the Hulk, he just turns into Super Hulk.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Hulk
most low
deluxe.
functioning thing I've said all day. Is I'm letting it slip.
But
it's
I
slipping
sit
out.
there and I'm like, yeah, I get it though.
Yeah,
Nah,
see, Iris,
I'm
this is
on
why we're
board.
friends. This is why we're friends. Like literally, when you say go into a universe where you're hyper fixate, I was legitimately about to completely derail and give you a pickup line about trains.
No, I'm so into trains right now.
Dude,
well, I
did
say
you know
right now,
trains
but
have
I've been trying
conical
to get
wheels?
through. Really?
Did you know yeah, so the reason that the wheels are conical is because it allows them to take turns because like the contact points
Oh.
change. But if they weren't
Oh.
conical and then it would derail. Sorry, look what you did. Look what you did, Rio.
No, that's so attractive. I love info dumping. So good. And also about trains. Like I don't really know a lot of shit about trains, but I do think that they're cool as fuck.
I'm going to very quickly before we get too derailed. I'm sending you a picture of train wheels.
I want to see train wheels. Did you see that train eat-a bag that's been going around on the internet recently?
I need to. I will need to.
I'll find it and I'll show it to you because people have been putting like stuffed animals on it, and the little hangy things, where you like hang your keychains and stuff, are like train handles.
Oh, that's.
It's so good. It's so good. It's
I love
so
how
good.
many moving parts are in the train, but they're all so like.
There's too many.
So did you see the picture? Do you see why trains have conical wheels? Do you
Oh,
see? Isn't that so cool? Isn't that genius?
See. That is pretty genius.
Oh, I love trains, bro.
Oh. Nice.
All right. See, that's how you know the date is going well, is when we're talking about trains.
Trains? Yeah, let's fucking go. Beep beep. No, trains don't go beep beep. I lied, sorry.
I just spat out my water and made this message.
All right, those were all of the red flags that I had chosen to help you struggle with.
They were good.
Picking an answer for today.
They were very good.
And that is the final segment that Riyo had prepared for our first date experience today. Yay!
I hope it was fun.
I hope you got
to also see things from like the eyes of someone like on the other side.
No, like it was actually extremely insightful because I would have never thought about like 90. Like, I mean, it's not that I wouldn't have thought of them, but because I'm like literally on the opposite side, but like understanding everything that you meant, you know? But it was like just the flip side of it.
It's
you
not
know?
the reason you chose the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of talking about myself.
Okay, sorry.
What are some? Well, no, it's not a bad thing. It's my fault for not interjecting sooner. I just didn't want to get in the way of your content and stuff. You know what I mean?
Bro,
But, like,
I don't
this is
care.
not how
I don't
would
care.
do it.
I don't care. I love whenever people interject inside of me.
Really?
In
Oh.
my mouth. No. I love when people
I believe the word you're looking for is exploit.
Shut the fuck up. You're so fucking stupid. You know what? That's not the word I'm looking for.
There you go. There you go, Chad. Remember he said he'd give me a redo. That's my redo.
The word I'm looking for is extend a hand to meet me in the middle. There we go.
That's
not.
good.
That
That's
wasn't
good.
a word. That was
that
like
wasn't a
five,
word.
but
That was
yeah.
several. Yeah. The word you're looking for is compromise.
Compromise. That one.
But what was it called? No, here's the thing. I want you to know. I want to know this, and you're not allowed to say nothing. You're not allowed to be nice. You
Okay.
must be brutally honest, right?
Okay.
Based on you talking to me here, what would you consider red flag? I know this sounds like it's talking about me, but I genuinely want to see because I know my red flags. But like, I want to see your perspective. So, what are red flags you've seen in me, and why?
Let me think. It's not necessarily, I don't think it's necessarily like a red flag, but it can be a red flag to some people. Or I don't think it's a 100% red flag, but the way that it comes across can occasionally be a red flag. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think that you are outwardly very confident, which is not 100% a bad thing. I think that some people find confidence extremely attractive, but I also think that some people can find that, and I think that that's also technically like a reflection on themselves a little bit if they find confidence like to be kind of a scary thing or something that like they don't really vibe with. I think that that is sometimes on the person, but I also think that sometimes it can come across to some people as like, oh well, I'm better than, but I don't think that that's necessarily what it is. But I think that to some people it can probably come across a little bit like that if they didn't like understand you as a person, you know?
Yo, Rio.
Yeah.
You're doing what I told you not to do. You don't
Wait,
gotta.
what do you mean?
Gotta,
no, but I'm explaining.
You're explaining it, but you're explaining in a way.
Believe.
You're explaining in a way that's still trying to not hurt my feelings. It won't hurt my feelings.
Well, because I don't believe, like, I don't see it as that, but I think that some people could possibly see it as that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
That's not my personal belief. I think that your confidence is actually really cool, or at least your outward confidence, because I don't know if you 100% have all of that on the inside of you.
I will tell you, and you can be the judge of it, is I was not always like this.
I didn't think so.
And And how I did it and how I became like that is
You have trauma.
every time I passed a mirror,
Oh.
I would look in and I would make sure that I would not leave that mirror until I could confidently say I was handsome and hot.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I did
No,
that
because
for-
whenever
I
I
did that
look
since
into
16.
mirrors, I looked so deeply into my eyes that I end up dissociating for like 2 hours. So I try not to look at mirrors.
That's
It's a mental problem. We don't need to talk about it.
fun.
It's actually not, but I like that you think that it's fun.
That's no. I mean, like, it's just a fun quirk. It's like I find
It's
it
my,
fun
it's my
that
My
you
Hero
have.
Academia quirk, yeah. It's my superpower.
Oh God, that's wild.
Tear Noir, I can't look in the mirrors, or else I'm gonna break out into a whole new man and show everyone a different side of me.
Whatever.
Don't worry, Ryo Shonen. This is just what it means to go plus ultra.
I've never seen My Hero Academia.
All you need to know is like, hey, Shardy kind of bad. You know what I mean?
That's what I need to know about the show?
No, it's like, hey, Shardy kind of bad. And then can you slide me your snap? And then
Snap?
like
They have Snapchat?
yeah. And then Bakugo comes up and he's just like, yo, hey Deku, wait,
Hey,
Shardy kind of
Deku.
bad. You should give me the snap. I'm like way better. And then suddenly Todoroki shows up and he's like, yo, hey, like it's my birthday. Like maybe you should slide me your slap, you know, for the birthday boy.
Is this... is this... Have you seen the show?
Oh yeah, I love the show. I don't remember that part of my
Name-
it was a stupid.
Name 5 women in the show, if you love the show so much.
Oh, you've got.
5.
So you're just trying to make me. You're just trying to make me. What's that called?
I
You're just
hear you
trying to make me
typing.
hyperfixate again.
I hear you typing.
Fuck.
Are you Googling?
Okay.
Five women in My Hero Academia.
I mean, the problem with My Hero Academia is that they're like kind of forgettable. Like there's Orochi, there's
yeah, 'cause
oh
it's
Midnight. How
not-
could I forget Lady Midnight? My boy, and then Mount Lady. There's Midnight, Mount Lady. They're the only ones that you need to know.
Sure.
What's Froppy, my girl, Froppy, I love you. Sorry, this is very unattractive. I like my anime
named
women,
3.
all right. Okay, so and then there's Uravity. And then there is Deku's mom.
Does she not have a name?
I'm pretty sure she does, but it's probably named like once. Oh, you know, there's Stars and Stripes. She was that is
Hey guys, I've never seen the show. Can you confirm if these are women in My Hero Academia?
the what's it called? Freaking. They are. They are. You can confirm that. Like,
Yes, they are. Okay.
yeah, there you
okay.
go. See,
They're
you're
they're
welcome.
backing you
You're
up.
welcome.
They're backing you up.
Especially Deku's mom. You should have seen what Deku's mom used to look like. Dang.
I think I've seen people cosplay as her. But that's all I know.
Oh, yeah.
And I also only know some of the boys because
Some of the boy. Oh, yeah. Why? You want to finish that sentence?
not really. I've already talked about it. I don't want to revisit it. Red flags of Tier Noir. I think that sometimes you work too hard.
I'll make sure to mention that in my next job interview.
I mean, I also don't think that working too hard or working like super hard is like a bad thing. That's why I'm a workaholic.
No, it's a very bad thing. It's a very bad thing. We can't take it present.
Yeah. Well, because
It's bad.
if you do work too hard, then like you don't really like live in like the moment necessarily because you're always trying to like one up yourself and like try and like do better and better and better and like prove things to yourself that like you're kind of like worth
There we
things.
go.
You know?
Yes.
But the only reason that I'm saying it's not a red flag is because I do the same thing.
So it is a red flag. You
So
just
it
don't
is a
want to
red
admit it
flag.
yourself.
Well, yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's 100% a red flag. We don't gotta sugarcoat this. This is bad. This is bad. Do you know why?
I think it's kind of hot. Well, that's just because
It's hot.
Yeah.
Well, it's hot externally, but I mean, like, to yourself, right? What happens that one day where you're only able to perform at 101% instead of 110%? Then you gonna feel shit.
No, you spiral, bro. You spiral.
Yeah, do you know what that's
like,
called?
Yeah.
Do you know what that's called? It's called ADHD.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is actually I was recently doing a lot of we were talking about this with a lot of like the emotional maturity stuff. And I've been going through a journey of like really figuring out what's holding me back and trying to work past it. And it's one of those things, because with ADHD, a lot of the things you do and a lot of things are actually very positive, right? You're very you want to keep wanting up yourself. You want to keep on performing super high and meeting people's expectations. But the hardest part is then there's going to be some days where you just can't. And then you spiral, and then it gets shit, and then you hate your job that you loved literally a month ago. Yeah. Right? I literally, my last tweet is literally about this.
No, I saw. I was like, is Tier Noir okay?
No, I'm okay. It's because I'm at the high, but I know the crash. I know that it crashed.
It's gonna come like very soon.
It's gonna come, yeah.
Because it's just gonna be literally like one off day that you probably like.
Exactly.
One off day that you probably hyper analyzed. That like it was no outside source. It's just like you are so used to putting yourself in this one specific spot.
Exactly.
And like feeling that one specific energy that you put in, and it's like if you felt that like slight shift, you're like, oh well, fuck. Like I've cooked myself, and no one's ever gonna think that I'm entertaining or like worth anything ever again. And that's like not true. But like you will tell yourself that, yeah.
And are you gonna also repeat to yourself that that's not true when you do it?
I have to watch a sad movie to get it out, and then I'll feel okay.
That's valid. Yeah, for me, I think it's kind of people underestimate, and I will say this in full confidence. I don't care if people think I'm a bottom for this, but it is so valid to just cry it out, because that's part of that is also accepting it. Like you gotta accept it that you're just not that good that day, but that doesn't make you bad. You're
bad
just
overall.
Now at the level of normal people.
yeah. And it's also like, for me, it's like, well, what happens if the exact person that, or like all these new people came to see me and I wasn't 100,000% that day? You know, what if all the right people came to see me on just that one specific day? Yes. To help me like live out all the different dreams and goals that I have, and that's the day that they came and I wasn't 100, or at least I felt like I wasn't 100, and then that's gonna like live with you like for freaking ever, you know?
Yeah, like to me, it's the most heartbreaking thing is when I never actually look at it from that perspective. Actually, for me, it's the opposite, right? It's like I don't care too much about the people that. I want my baseline to be good enough that even at my worst, those people still want me. But for me, it's the one person that needed me to be at my 100% that day. Yeah. For their day to you know what I mean?
Feel any better? Yeah. Sometimes
I feel and that
like
sounds
shit.
selfish. Though.
No, I don't think it's selfish, because I'm that same way. Because like, yeah, I feel like from an outsider's perspective, I am always like. Kind of at least 100. Like I'm always I'm always on my top game. I don't think that way, but I know that some people are like, what are you talking about? You always work so hard. You're always... I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, thanks, guys. Not whatever. That was mean. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I cherish your opinions.
It is hard to accept compliments when you're in that stage, because you know.
Because you know yourself, and you know what your abilities are, you know? But it is very much like sometimes, especially whenever I get in like my head a lot, well, not a lot, but whenever I do get in my head, and then I'm like, I'm gonna push back stream for a few hours, or like I'm gonna cancel, and then like somebody can't go watch it. And like if they really needed like to hang out with me, or like, you know, not to be like, oh, they're parasocial, they need to hang out with me, but like, you know, people watch streams and watch VTubers and watch any type of media because they're wanting to have something go good for them that day. They're wanting
no one watches a stream to feel shit.
No. I mean maybe some people. Depending on Magic Wave.
Yeah, you know what I do have some very abusive stuff on there.
I'm sure. I'll be logging on. But you know, overall, like, so it's like if I can't whenever there are days where I can't deliver that, I do also feel bad, because it's like, well,
Yeah.
well, like then it's like I let other people down too. Not only am I already letting myself down because I'm already feeling a certain type of way, I'm also letting other people down that wanted to share a moment with me that day. And it's like, fuck. Yeah.
I hate that feeling, and that's why, like, what happens is it definitely affects my content, because I end up just gravitating towards safe content, because I never end up feeling like I'm good enough to pull this off that day.
Right.
I'm good enough to pull off this game. I'm good enough to, well, the game could be amazing, right? But I don't feel like I could make it entertaining enough. So I end up
it's
just
like your
sticking with
energy
safe
is just-
content.
It just, you're like,
But the
I
truth
can't
is,
put
it's
out the
probably
energy.
fine.
It's probably fine, and people are still gonna have a great time, yeah. But at the end of the day, like, for me, I'm always like, if I am not making content that I could also sit down and watch over and over and over again, I'm not making good content. And I know that, like, that's crazy because my standards are crazy high. Like, because I've been grinding forever. So I'm like, my standards are, like, way too high, and I need to, like, lower them, because sometimes people just, like, watch content casually. You know, and that's fine. And that's fine. But yeah.
And some people are and I think this is someone, obviously this is an exaggeration, but what someone told me, and that really helped me, was like, people aren't watching you expecting you to change their life.
Yeah.
You know,
That's very
most people just
true.
want to chill and they want to hang out. And if something happens, because the thing is, for me, when I picture VTubers, a lot of VTubers that I watched, they did give me very good advice. They did give me very good things that I've carried on with for the rest of my life. But I have to remember, like, that's not the reason I watched that stream. That was a bonus.
Yeah,
I just enjoyed watching them
I
play
just
Minecraft.
like them. Like, I just like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I like just hanging out in the presence of them and the people that are also there in chat with them. And, you know, it's like a whole big motion thing. It's not all 100,000% as
exactly
high intensity as your brain makes it, I guess.
And it would probably suck if that's all it was, right? If your entire, you know?
Yeah! Because that's just unhealthy then.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And even then, no one wants, like, every single stream to be like doom and gloom and hitting home too hard. Like, people want to chill sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Anyways,
why sometimes we talk deep, and sometimes I try to put a collar on you.
Sometimes they're only 10 minutes apart.
It's like the Pomodoro timer, you know what I mean? Like 10 minutes of 1 minute of deep, 10 minutes of collar.
So true. And that's how you train them.
Yeah, collar X malice, that's what I call it.
That's crazy. I schedule emotional streams once a month to emotionally manipulate my viewers. And that, you know, I've been thinking about doing that too. That's a really good tactic, Rena.
That is a very good tactic.
That's crazy. But yeah, I think that that's also definitely a red flag of yours. And I can like see it because I'm like, I have the same one.
Yeah, we can be in a toxic relationship. Let's go.
Oh my god, yay, toxic yaoi! Yay!
Toxic yaoi, yay! It's also doom yaoi, because, like, eventually one of us is gonna overwork ourselves to death.
No, like I think about that all the time. I'm like, I'm gonna like croak one day. Just from overworking.
But then you'll wake up in, like, another world with your smartphone.
That sounds horrifying.
The smartphone? Like, I mean, you can have something else.
I'd rather
like one person woke up in another world with his mom.
That sounds okay. I'd like to chill out with my mom forever.
And like in that anime, his mom was like really OP. By the way, I watch isekai trash. It's like my favorite genre. So it's like
that's also a red flag. It's also a red flag.
Right.
Holy shit! Do you watch good isekai or only bad isekai?
I watch all isekai. I just like isekai.
Oh really? Have you ever seen Fushigi Yugi?
What's the English name? Well, how do you spell it?
F-U... Oh, I have to write it down. F-U...
Yugi.
F-U, and that ends there. Fuck you. Sorry, I'm kidding. F-U-S-H-I-G-I...
Oh, 1995, bro.
Y-U-U-G-I. Yeah, it's old, but it's really good.
I might check it out, but, like, unfortunately, it's before my time.
Stop. Have you ever seen Escaflowne? Have you ever seen Magic Knight Rayearth? You don't care about any of these. These are all old.
Escaflowne. I'm gonna tell you right now, the oldest anime that I am willing to admit I watch is Shaku no Shana.
Shauna's good.
That's like as old as I'm willing to admit I've seen.
That's to admit you've seen. So, Shauna's came out
mean,
in
like-
like what, like 06? It's not even that old.
Yeah. It's like anything that looks older than that, I'd be like, this looks too old.
You're insane. You're missing out on so much.
Well, yeah, but the same could be said for me not watching One Piece. That's crazy. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, Shauna's
I can hear her voice. I can hear her voice saying that.
No, like, yeah, I mean,
Like,
That is
Sakura Sana
absolutely-
a modern.
I feel like it's modern. No one even cares. Hey, yo, wait though. Magic Knight Rayearth is about to have a reboot, so you have to watch that one.
I'll watch. If there's a
You'll
reboot,
watch the
I'll
reboot.
watch it.
It's a reboot, and it's cute girls with swords.
Oh yeah, then I'll watch it.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like one of my favorite anime, Bikini Warriors.
And that is also a red flag, everyone.
No, the red flag is the fact that my actual favorite anime is Harem and Labyrinth.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if I want to know, honestly. Stop laughing.
Oh,
Stop laughing.
it's
We
so
should know
good.
less about each other.
It's so good. It goes Harem and Labyrinth, No Game No Life, and Fruit of Grisaya.
Damn, your taste is.
Fruit of Grisaya, fun fact, is actually the reason I am the way I am. Because I wasn't like okay with how I was before, because I was a hikomori, right? I was like shut in. And I was like, I saw the main character from that, his name is Yuji, and I was just like, I want to be like that. Like, obviously I've surpassed him long ago, but like that was the initial like push. Well, it's and it was kind of like I really wanted to be like that because I wanted to help you. The reason I stopped being a hikomori is because I realized it's really fucking hard to help people and actually be of any benefit to anyone if you're a hikomori. No
Have you-
offense to hikomoris.
Have you ever watched Welcome to the NHK?
Welcome to. Let me see. Welcome.
It's like literally. That's like literally the
NHK.
plot.
Really?
Yeah, it's about a hikikomori.
Where was this when I was? Where
Well,
was this when
it
I was
like came
actually
out
that?
in like 2005. It's been here.
Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. Yeah, I might watch that.
It's actually really good.
It'll-
I
it'll
don't.
make me
I
feel
think that
nostalgic.
most people would. If most people, if you'd said like admitted that you watched it, they'd be like, bad person canceled. But it's like from like a general media perspective, like it's really good. So like, don't listen to them. Riyo gives you permission.
Okay.
I give
yeah,
you
if give
permission
me
because I watched it when I was like 12. So, and also
don't- I
like
don't-
14, and then also like 18, and then also like
Uh,
25.
oh, okay. Damn, you're old.
I know. Well, I'm only 25. Shut up. I don't like you.
Yeah,
I don't like
I'm
the stream
literally,
anymore.
I'm
We have
literally
to
older
leave.
than I'm older than you.
We have to leave.
Yeah.
Well, Cheer, do you have any other questions for me? Preferably not about shitty anime taste.
Fuck. All right, there goes my next 5 questions.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, of course. Did you have fun today, Rio?
I did have fun today. Did you have fun today?
I enjoyed myself greatly.
Did you actually?
I did.
Did I do
It was,
okay?
It's fun. You did.
I've like
you did.
never hosted a collab in my life.
No, it felt really chill. It felt really chill. And here's the crazy
Yay.
part, right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't okay, I would not have been able to be myself as much. I felt
Yay! Yay!
I would have gave such softball answers, and you would have known.
Yay! No, I would have. I would have been like, why the fuck are you holding back? I would have called you out on it. I'd have been like,
Yeah.
this isn't content pilled. Where are you? Come,
I
sign
didn't
into
know
work.
if I was
Clock
content
in.
filled. Dude, that's the crazy thing. I wasn't even trying to be super content filled. I was just able to be myself.
No, yeah, and I also think that yourself is just because you're an entertainer naturally. So that's
That
kind
is
of,
true.
in a
That is true.
sense.
This is actually a rip-off made outfit.
tear it off.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, you
I mean-
spent so long putting it on. Don't do that.
I mean, we're about to end. I mean,
Yeah,
but the thing is, I'm literally not wearing anything underneath this. I hope you know that. Like, if I tear it off, you're gonna see nipples.
Wait, really?
Yeah, yeah.
You have
Like here, look, here's.
you
Yeah.
have nipples.
Ooh.
Wow! Wow!
I'm not doing it
That's
anymore, you don't-
crazy! Oh.
Whoa, nipple. Oh shit! No, it's fuck.
Ah, see,
That
I
one's
told
there.
I told you not to take it off. I told you not to take it off. I warned you.
All right.
He doesn't
Well,
listen.
you know, I'm just gonna put the vest on. Yeah, it is a red flag actually.
Well, thank you so much, Tier, for hanging out with me today and for being my first date in my series of blind dates. Is there anything that you would like to promote or talk about, or anything fun that you're up to coming up soon?
Oh God, you just made me realize how fucking lazy I've been recently. I am planning to do a JoJo's Bizarre Adventures TTRPG campaign.
Are you gonna put the eggs that I told you about in that campaign?
I will do my best.
Please
I will
research.
do my best to. Yes, I will. I must do some intense research on the topic of stands and males laying eggs.
Yes.
I feel like that's gonna lead me down a very dark part of the internet.
No,
so
it gets brighter and brighter the deeper you go.
That's what my ex said. All right, chat. Thanks for having me, Rio.
Thank you for being here, Tier. I super duper appreciate it. Everyone, please be sure to give Tier Noir lots of love and support, and I hope that you can join me next time on my next episode of First Date Chronicles. Thank you so much, Tier. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I thought it said First Stage Chronicles. I was like, wait a minute.
That's crazy. Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.
June 3rd. Today, I met Tier Noir. He was funny, playful, but sweet at times, too. I can tell his heart is genuine. Something like that. It's attractive to me. But I have to wonder, is he the one for me? Until next time.